Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well wherever it is that you may be around the world. Make sure we smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. It always helps, as always. But we are here to preview that game tomorrow. Chelsea versus Palmeiras. I always get it wrong because I can't pronounce it properly, but Palmeiras. That's it, yeah. Palmeiras. We're going to be going through the Chelsea's usual stuff. So we'll talk a little bit about team news. We'll do the lineups. We're going to go through a bit about Palmeiras. Who are Palmeiras? Who are they? We also talk about a certain individual as well. Some stuff that we can actually just overall talk about. I will open up them lines as well. We'll let you guys get involved as well. Quite a lot to talk about today on the build-up to this game. Big game tomorrow. The one trophy that Chelsea have not won yet. And I want it so bad. I want that badge on my shirt. If we win that cup tomorrow, I am purchasing that shirt. I am repping that shirt. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to go through the chat soon, give you loads of stuff. I'm going to go through loads of stuff as well. But before we move forward, you know what we're going to have to do right now? We're going to cue that intro. Yes, people, welcome back to GNA TV. I hope you guys are well wherever it is that you may be around the world. Chelsea versus Palmeiras tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. kickoff UK time. Big game. The one trophy Chelsea do not have against their name. The one trophy that we do need to win. Some people say it's an important trophy. Some people don't think it is as important. But for me, it is bigly important. It is massive. It is massive that we get this done. Yeah, you don't get to play in this competition too often. The only way you get to play in this competition is by winning the Champions League. And we've done that twice now. So this, for me, is a big trophy. This is a trophy that I want to see my team rep. I want to see my football club rep. I want to see my players rep. I want to see my players wearing that shirt. You know, I'll be purchasing that shirt. I'm sure you guys in the chat will be purchasing that shirt as well. But we're going to go through everything. We're going to talk a little bit about who is Palmeiras. Who are they? We're going to go through all that, where they were founded. We're going to talk a little bit about their manager. We're going to talk, obviously, about Chelsea, how we should line up, how we should approach the game. A little bit about how they play the game as well. So it's a bit of everything because, to be honest, I'm not going to lie, I was very not clued up with this whole Palmeiras thing. Like, I didn't know who they were, what they're about, how their form was. So I had to do a little bit of research. To bring to you guys as well. 3 minutes in, 31 people in. Friday afternoon where I might be evening or morning where you are, but it's a Friday. Weekend is commencing, so big up to everyone. I hope you're all good. Let's go through the chat. Andre says, big up, Jem. Always here to support you. Thank you, Andre. Always in the chat as well. Big up to you. Josh is in the house as well. Big up, Concierge. Hope you're well. Bex, big up to you. Vinny, big up to you, bro. Says, hope tested negative for COVID today. I hope you're well. Great to hear that, brother. Great to hear that you tested negative for COVID. Big up to Big Ron as well. Big up to Grey Wolf's dinner. I had COVID last few days as well. It gets boring. Sorry to hear that, my bro. I hope you get better. I hope you get well. Chi, big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Shelly, big up to you. English Football Club, man, singing MK Dons. Noah, big up to you, my guy. Ollie Joe, big up to you, bro. Big up to you. Can't wait to flex the champions of the world. Let's go. Ramirez used to play for them when they won the Copa Libertadores, South African American Champions League. Fair enough. Timo Werner, Fator, who is actually at the game. So he is in Abu Dhabi, supporting it over there. Big up to you, man. I wish I'd come, I really wish that I actually came. I'll tell you, CFC says, big up, Jim. We have to watch their wing backs. They are a danger in their team. Yeah, definitely. I agree. Big up to Ads as well. Yeah, I'm looking hench, innit? Come on, what you saying, bro? What are you saying? Declared, big up to you. Big up to Top Bins. Fatos says, even Ads, long time. Hey, have you heard that we don't have some players against Lille? No, I haven't. I haven't heard. Good. I know COVID is not a nice thing, man. It's not a nice thing. Will Kepa start? Good question. Do I think Kepa will start? I don't know. It would not surprise me if Mendy jumps in and starts this game, but at the same time, Kepa's been playing. Mendy could take a little step back. Kepa's stepped up. He's done his job. He's played well. He's not made many mistakes. He hasn't really had to force Tuchel to not play him. So, yeah, of course he can play. Why not? Of course he could play, man. Of course he could play. So, I would say, yeah, you can give him a go. Whether or not we do, we'll have to wait and see. But for me personally, I'm not really worried. Kepa, Mendy, who cares? Who cares? Play whoever. Play whoever. Concierge, unvaccinated players can't play against Lille. France. Yes, you're right. They've got to have boosters, haven't they? Have boosters. Does that even apply to the players, though? I didn't even know that. I actually didn't even know that. That's weird. If I hear another Kepa over Mendy take, I'm going to lose it. Josh has had enough. Who isn't vaccinated will not. That's a bit weird. So what players are not vaccinated? Have they released that yet? Is there anywhere on Twitter where they've actually released what players can't play in that game? Be interesting. So that's not really fair, is it? That means we're going to have to do the business at home. We're playing at home first anyway, so we're going to have to get the job done there. There's a new rule in France. You need to be fully. Yeah, no. Basically, I know what it is. Basically, they expect every person that comes to France to have the booster. So not only the double jab, they want the booster as well. So I didn't know that was also in relations to the footballers as well. They're only there for like a day, all right, 2 days. Makes no sense. Why the fuck have we got a... Why is there discrimination in this? Why is there discrimination in this? Winds me up. Fucking enforcing people to have things that they don't want to. That's what I said. France and Spain at the moment, they're the worst. They are actually the worst. All right, cool. England Football Club. There we go. I'm pretty sure that Lille thing hasn't been finalised. Yeah, I think Chelsea would argue that. That's affecting us massively. What if, say, 8 of our players haven't got the booster? What are they going to do? What are they going to do then? We're not going to play the game? It's a weird one. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Because we have got a lot to go through and I want to open up them lines. I want to start by... not team news, because we know who's there. Everyone that was there for the game prior, James, Mendy have all returned. Team's fit. No one's injured. There's been no reports of any injuries, barring, obviously, Tuchel in his press conference, which is going to happen... When is that happening? When's that happening? I thought they would have done a press conference today, but obviously not. Obviously not. Get the likes up, guys. Please do that. Let's start with Palmeiras in terms of who are they, what they about. Where is it? First little bit of news for you guys. So who are Palmeiras? So I was doing a little bit of research because I like to learn about clubs that we don't know about. These are teams that Chelsea never come across or ever play unless they play this competition. Deep it. On this day in 1914, a Brazilian football club was founded in Sao Paulo. Its name was Palestra Italia. It will become one of the most popular clubs in Brazil and now in the world. Although with another name nowadays, we are known it as SC Palmeiras. So they started off with one name and they switched to another. But there's a little bit of history behind that as well. And this is why I'm going to get up this comment quickly for you guys. Let's get it up. Let's get it up here. So I was reading this on Palmeiras in English. So today it says, today your distant son here is in South America, suffers and cries. His mother collapses just as the rest of the world. In an open letter to the Italian people, Palmeiras, founded in 1914 by Italian immigrants in Sao Paulo, expressed our sympathy. So even though they're a Brazilian club, the heritage back in 1914, who founded them, were immigrants from Italy. So even though Palmeiras are founded on and are known as a Brazilian football club, they're actually founded and set up by Italian immigrants, basically. Which is interesting. Sorry, I had a text. Which is interesting stuff. I would have never thought that. So basically, they'd read this letter out. I can't read it. I wish I could translate this letter, but I can't. So, yeah. So, interesting stuff, man. Stuff that I didn't have a clue about. So, they were founded in 1914. There was Italian immigrants that in Sao Paulo who had founded them. and then onwards, they then changed the name. So that probably makes sense why they had the Italia, the Italia there, whatever it was, that's the first name, and then it got switched into Palmeiras a bit later on. So there you go, man. There you go. A bit of history there for you. In terms of Palmeiras and their fixtures, when was the last game they lost? When was the last game they lost? The last game they lost was back on the 20th of November. Now, bear in mind, they don't play a lot because I looked. So they played on the 24th to 27th. And then from the 27th of November, they had that winter break because obviously they don't play over winter. So they won in their Libertadores final against Flamengo 2-1. And then they didn't play another game to the 23rd of January. So, that is interesting. So they won, then they've won, then they drew, won. And then they went to the Club World Cup on the 8th. So you could argue that they could be a little bit shady, but at the same time, they've had, 5 games to get up to match fitness anyway. So, 2-0 against Al Hilal. Slapped them up, really. And then they come to us. So when you look at their form, it's pretty decent. Last game lost in November the 20th, but they didn't play over December. So you can sort of disregard that in the instance. But they're a team that seem to not score. They score goals, but don't score many goals. They get a 1 or 2 here. Other than this game here, where they won by 3 goals, they always either win by 2 goals. Other than there, but yeah, interesting stuff. Now, 5 things that we do not know about Palmeiras, or you may know. I don't know. That's why I'm bringing it up. 5 things about Chelsea's World Club final opponents, Palmeiras, on the Chelsea website if you want to read it as well. Well, let's delve into it. A history of success. Founded in Sao Paulo by Italian immigrants in 1914, Palmeiras have enjoyed plenty of success in Brazil and abroad over the past century. So they have won a record of 10 league championships and 4 Brazilian Cups to go along with 25 Sao Paulo regional league titles. So they're a football club that have, since 1914, been quite successful. On the continental stage, they have been crowned South American champions 3 times, winning their maiden Libertadores title in 1999 against Deportivo Cali of Colombia, and enjoy back-to-back successes against Brazilian rival Santos in 2020 and Flamengo 2021. Now they don't. But the thing is with Flamengo, you might remember that obviously Ramirez played there a little while back, but they don't really have, like Al Hilal, they had that standout players that you could sort of know, or you've seen, or they've played in the Premier League. They don't. What they do have is a bunch of players that play as a unit and understand their roles, from what I understand. And defensively, they're okay, but offensively, they're a lot stronger than Al Hilal. They've got a number of attacking forwards, mainly wingers, that are dangerous to come up against. Club World Cup experience. Like Chelsea, Palmeiras are making their second Club World Cup appearances after 4th place finish on their debut in Qatar last year. They were beaten 1-0 by a Mexican side in the semi-finals by losing on penalties, blah, blah, blah. They appeared to be runners up the top. So they haven't won it. And they also lost in 1999 to Man United in Tokyo in the Club World Cup experience. So they've been here before, they've done it, but they've not been that successful. The first club world champions. Well, there we go. While they have yet to emulate their city rivals Corinthians, Sao Paulo and Santos by winning the Intercontinental Cup or Club World Cup, Palmeiras also claim to be former club world champions after their victory in Copa Rio in 1951. The individual tournament featured 8 teams, including champions of France, Portugal, Yugoslavia, Austria, Uruguay, and Palmeiras emerging victorious. So that was like a mini Champions League tournament, but it actually had European clubs thrown in it, which is quite interesting. Something different, While the club have made requests for FIFA to officially recognise them as a World Club champions in 1951, the governing body on the tournament remains unclear, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So then we've got this thing here that says parakeets or pigs. Palmeiras use 2 very different animals as their mascot. A parakeet, which I don't even know what that is. What's a parakeet? A periquito, and a pig. The fuck's a parakeet? A parakeet is this in a large number of forests near Palmeiras in their home ground. What is it? Does anyone tell me what a parakeet is in the chat? So you all heard of a parakeet? The origin of a pig as their mascot. So they've got two mascots. They've got two different types. I don't know what a parakeet is now. What is this? Sorry, that's bugging me. I need to know what this is. Parakeet. Oh, it's a bird. It's a green bird, basically. So it represents their kit colour. Did you know that? Didn't know that. So, Big Phil in charge. There are a couple connections between Chelsea and Palmeiras in the form of Luis Felipe Scolari and Ramirez. Scolari had 3 spells in charge of the Brazilian club and enjoyed much success in his first stint from 1998 to 2000 when he guided Palmeiras to the Brazilian Cup as well. You will remember this man coming to Chelsea. What a not a great signing that was it? He wasn't a great manager, I'm not going to lie. The much travel manager also clinched silverware in his later spells as the club lifted the Brazilian Cup in 2012, were crowned Brazilian Serie A champions in 2008. Ramirez joined Scolari and Palmeiras on a 4-year contract in 2019. That's when he parted way with Chelsea in November 2020. He only had 43 appearances for them as well. So in terms of Palmeiras and what they're about, there's a little brief description about their mascot and the managers that may have gone there or that we may know of, players when they first won the Club World Champions, and a bit of history, a bit of a breakdown in their history of success. But the one thing that they didn't do on here is mention any players. You know, they didn't mention any players whatsoever. Yeah. One second, guys. I'm just doing something. Sorry. Yeah, so they didn't really mention any players, and that's why I say, because they don't really have anyone that really stands out. You know, they've got Felipe Melo there, but then again, he's always been playing in Brazil anyway. I'm just going through, like, there's no one really that stands out from them. They've got great wingers. Don't get me wrong; their wingers are dangerous, and they've got some 2 forwards in Davison and not Marcus Roa, Davison and Dudu. Sorry. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I want to see who their top goal scorers are. That's what I'm trying to do. 2 seconds. So their top goal scorer, as we speak, they've got down Rafael Veiga with 10 goals, but it doesn't say. I thought I had this already for you guys. Sorry. Yeah, Rafael Vegas. They've got Breno Lopez and Davison. So Gustavo Escava and Roni. So in terms of them, for 5 players, they've all scored about. There's only one player that's got double digits at the moment, and that's Rafael Veiga. Other than that, Breno, Davison, Ronnie, Gustavo Escapa have all got 4 goals. But like I said to you, they don't score many goals, but what they do very well is create. Because I'm looking at the creators, how they create and how many chances they create per game, and they have some really ridiculous stats in terms of creativity in their league anyway, and games that they've played. You know, they've had like 33 shots on target and stuff. This is mad. 18 shots, 22 shots, 12. So they create a lot of chances themselves. It seems like they create a lot, but they don't convert a lot, which is interesting. So, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Right, what are people saying in the chat before I move on to Chelsea? Because I want to talk about our football club. Jem with the Club History channel. I'm trying. It's hard. It's hard to talk about things that you're not really sure on. Do you know what I mean? So, press con happened earlier today, Jim. Okay, fair enough, Bets. Thank you. What else have we got here before I move forward? Still can't move my arm today after second vaccination. Sorry to hear that. I hope you get better. Hello, Germans and Italians in Brazil. Georgie, you Sao Paulo fan, makes sense. Jem, question, is Ross Barkley a class of brick? Yep, he is a brick. Joey, big up to you, bro. Big up to you. I hope you're well. 3-1 Chelsea is what he's going with. No Alonso and Aspilicueta good. Are they the players? Have they listed the players that cannot attend? Yeah, I realised it was a bird after. I didn't even know it was a small bird. I had to search it up on Google. Had no clue. Big up to Owain as well. Big up, Jim. What's your thoughts on Liverpool winning the quadruple? Not going to happen, Owain. Not going to happen, bro. Tuchel is coming to the final. I'm assuming. Is that over Twitter then? Is he? Because he had to have a negative test, didn't he? So if that's the case, Tuchel is on his way. Big up to Football Style as well. Dodo versus Lukaku, the toilet of... look at Fabrizio's tweet. Look at Fabrizio. Yeah, I've seen this. If you're talking about that, I already know. But we can use that as well. Why not? It was part of what I was going to talk about actually next. We're going to do that lineup soon, but I want to talk a little bit about this actually. This is quite interesting stuff. People are not going to like what they're about to see. People are not going to allow it. Chelsea have a private jet on standby to race Tuchel out to the Club World Cup. Good, providing that he's negative. We need him out there. It's a final. We need our fucking manager out there. We need Big TT out there. Timo Havertz just to be the front three. Super fed up. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Well, you say that, but then I'm just trying to sort of in between. We're also getting comments of this. Fabrizio Romano 2 minutes ago said that Marcos Alonso, after Barcelona links, I have always had interest from other clubs, but to be honest, it was never my intention to leave Chelsea. And that's what that was reported by Nizar Kinsella. Why not stay? And then it was asked, why not stay longer at Chelsea? For me, I still have another year and a half on my contract. This guy is saying he wants to stay. He thinks we want him here. Is he having a laugh? Alonso, bro, you need to go, bruv. You need to go. And you haven't got a year and a half in your contract. Has he not got... It runs out this season, doesn't it? Why does he still have another year and a half? No. I need to look at this. I thought it runs out this year. Oh, why did I think it ran out this year? Why did I think that? Fuck. Alonso's contract at Stamford Bridge runs out in June 2023. I've got a headache now. My head's actually hurting. I've got a headache. I thought we could get rid... I mean, I know we can start allowing clubs to look for him, but that means he wants to stay. Like, that means that people are actually knocking on the door and asking for him to come. And he's like, nah, I'm just going to stay at Chelsea. And I'm going to tell you why he's staying at Chelsea. Not because of the game time, because before Chilwell got injured, he wasn't... All right, he played a couple of games here and there. He wasn't hardly playing anyway. It's because he's got a contract from Chelsea, which he's earning good money on, and knows that if he leaves the football club before his contract, he'll end up having to take a pay cut. Like fucking Ross Barkley, like him, Danny Drinkwater, all these frauds, Baba Rahman, yeah, all these fraud crap players, yeah, that are in our football club that are going to hold us back. I'm going to keep saying to you, going to hold us back if we keep these players, yeah, don't want to leave. Because they don't, and it's not because, why? It's not that, Alonso. Why not stay longer at Chelsea? For me, I still have another year. Yeah, why not stay longer? For him, all he's thinking about is his contract. He's not thinking about anything else, man. Doesn't realise the pain that he puts us through. He puts us through pain. I want him gone in the summer, man. We can't be going into another season next year with Alonso. Nah, man. Not happening. Alonso can't be defeated. Just don't do this to me, man. Don't do this. Sunderland need to come and collect their legend. Yeah, take him. Free. Are you mad, Alonso? He's just showing respect, Jim. Yeah, I know he is. And I get that to a degree. But I don't give a shit about respect right now. I'd rather him just say, I'm done, I want to leave. I would rather him say that than go, I want to see out my contract. Why not stay at Chelsea for another year and a half? I can give these guys another year of pain. Another year of pain of watching me on the pitch. Because I know Ben Chilwell's not going to come back. And I know our board is crap. The Chelsea board will not go and buy any players. Which means I get to play another year with this money that I'm getting. Why am I going to go somewhere else when I know that I'm going to get pay cut and go and play there when I can play at one of the best clubs in Europe and start because there's no one there. I can bring pain. My pain can come. You know, they can watch me run up and down the pitch for another season. No, man. I'm done. If Alonso thinks Alba is being benched him at Barca, he's having a laugh. How dare that Spanish omelette think he can compare? Alonso's world class. Fuck's saying. Look, Liverpool fans saying Alonso's world class. Get out of it, bruv. Alonso is deciding to stay because he knows he will never get the same wage. I just said it, Wira. Exactly. Exactly that. No, Johnny, no. So you're saying that this guy is in the same level as Mason Mount? Is he cementing people? You call Mount proper Chelsea. You call fucking Christensen proper Chelsea. Now you're calling Alonso proper Chelsea, man. You want this guy at our football club? Nah, man. I'm getting heart palpitations, man. I genuinely am getting heart palpitations. Alonso knows he's leaving, Jim. He's just being professional, showing respect to the club. Yeah, I heard this before. More Alonso RP counters. Chelsea should raid Newcastle's Jamal Lewis and turn him into a left wing back. No, man. No. Then you will start talking about players' power and how he's causing problems to the dressing room. What? What's this guy talking about? What are you saying, bro? Alonso is a club icon. He's our cockroach. He's literally not our cockroach. He's our snail. Cockroaches are quicker than Alonso. You can't call him a cockroach. Cockroach move quicker than Alonso. Have you seen a cockroach run? You ain't catching that. You ain't catching that cockroach. A snail, yeah, because it doesn't move quick enough. But a cockroach, calling him a cockroach is not even him. They're fucking quick. We should be supporting our players. He's really respectful. Or would you have Lukaku who don't? People are missing the point. Yeah, people are missing the point. I am not looking at it from a respect thing. Doing it cool. Yeah, I get that. I'm just being selfish because I don't want to see this guy playing on the pitch for another season. I would rather him just say, I don't want to be here. But he's not, which tells me he wants to be here because he wants to run down that contract because he knows he doesn't, because he knows he can earn more money by staying at Chelsea rather than getting a pay cut. Come on, man. Come on. But I do get what you're saying about the respect thing. I get that. Respect thing aside, I get that. Yeah, cool. He hasn't done a Lukaku on us. But I'm just being me. I'm just being selfish. I don't want to see Alonso at Chelsea anymore. He is not Chelsea material. We can buy Carrillo and get Alonso, but out, man, in the summer. Yes, C1. I hope you're well. Alonso has been a good servant to the club, but it's time to go. Exactly. That is it. That is literally it. I can't take it. Never diss our own if it affects their morale. We're not Arsenal, proper Chelsea. I know you're trying to wind me up. I ain't even going there. Anyway, from that, we move because what's more interesting is that teams, opposition managers who are looking at weaknesses at Chelsea are also talking about people like Marcos Alonso. And you guys are telling me proper Chelsea. Yeah, we want Alonso. Yeah. Look, read. South American football expert in an article with ESPN are saying that Ferreira, the coach, has observed some defensive problems in the Chelsea side. He's observed some Chelsea problems in the defensive side, where left wing back Marcos Alonso looked vulnerable in the second half. These guys are already targeting Marcos Alonso. They know. He knows. Ferreira, the coach, knows. Every time we play Alonso as a wing back against any team, doesn't matter who it is, they are the first thing that the manager says is Alonso's plan. You know what to do. Attack. And that's what they're doing again. He is just... We can't have weaknesses in our football club. I can't say this any more clearer to you guys. We cannot afford to have weaknesses at this football club. We need players that can adapt to this system and are strong in their position. We need players that are strong in their position. Alonso can play that position, but he is also a weakness. He is also a target point. He is also an area that people look at and go, yes, yes, yes. That's where we're going to go. Down that wing. And that's why I'm saying to you, I can't do another year of it. We have to go and buy a left wing back. If he does stay, I want to see someone could be starting in front of him. I cannot have Marcos Alonso playing for another couple of months of next season, waiting for Ben Chilwell to come back. Because Ben Chilwell comes back, we don't know if he's coming back to the level that we think he's going to come back to straight away. It's going to take this man some time. It's going to take this man some time. Like, people need to understand that. We need to have strength in depth across the pitch. Marcos Alonso is not strength in depth across the pitch. He is just someone that is there that can do a job, but not really at any great level. He's limited. He's a limited player. Like I say about Lukaku, he's limited. They're limited players. Marcos Alonso. Alonso about to get the Brazilian cooking special. Well, apparently, for this team we're playing, their strengths is their wing backs, So their strengths is our wing backs, and at the moment, our weakness is our wing back. Work that one out. Put 2 and 2 together. Dusty Rhodes, big up to you. Alonso masterclass inbound. I know what you're doing. Stop doing this. It'll probably be Alonso free kick that wins us the game. I can see it. See it already. Even the enemy is saying Alonso is a weakness, but respect. Exactly. That's what I'm saying to you guys. That's what I'm saying to you guys, man. But it is what it is. 1 second. I keep getting stuff sent to me on Twitter. And these public Snapchat story this morning. If you have to force it in, then probably... What does he mean by that? I don't know what he means by that, Bex. I can't show that because I don't know what that means. Was he talking about... I'll take that as being like a rude comment. But anyway, exactly, Jim. That's what I'm saying. But by Corcrella, he is a good enough... And Alonso can leave on a high this season. But he's not going to leave. Because man's sitting there saying that he's got still a year and a half in his contract. Why leave? I can stay at Chelsea and play. I can give you pain. I give you pain for free. You want pain? I can play. I play for you. No problem. No problem. This is what I'm saying. We can't have any passengers. We've got to have strength. We've got to have strength. I find it funny when some teams don't exploit him. It truly shows how clueless their manager is. Yeah. As long as he plays the Carabao Cup final with Liverpool, I'm shitting myself. Yeah, Alonso versus Salah. RIP. That's what I'm going to say. Alonso wouldn't improve any of the current top 10s in Prem, top teams in the Prem, not even Leeds. That's probably true, Even a false 9 has to move around the pitch. He knows he fits the system and our style of play. Oh, right. Okay. I get you. He's there, Lee. He's there. He's fit. He's on the bench, but he's just not able to play at the moment. And talking about that, we need to move because I'm just talking away. I'm blabbering away. And I still need to get into the team lineups. We still haven't done the team lineups. And I do think Chelsea, while we saw the 3 at the back against Al Hilal, I think they're probably going to do the same thing. I think we will see the 3 at the back again. So let me change that. I do think we're going to see this formation. Zoom in a bit. So the goalkeeper thing's an interesting one because whether it's Mendy or Kepa, I'm not too fussed. But if I'm going to go based on what I think Tuchel's going to do, if he's there, obviously it seems like he's going to be flown out. I think you probably play... I want to be biased, man. I need to see that. You can't... It's a final. I need my best goalie in the goal. Like, no offense to Kepa. Like, I think Kepa's done really well. And this is not any bias to see to him. But Mendy's there. Mendy's actually flown there when he could have stayed and partied with Mane and had a break in Senegal. But he didn't. He chose to cut it short because he wanted to come and win another trophy with our football club. And that tells me he's ready to play. And if Mendy's there, Mendy has to play. I'm sorry. Kepa's not better than Mendy, even though he's played very well. We can't... Yeah, he does. He does. Like, I can't... Look, if Kepa starts, I won't be annoyed. But I just got this feeling that Mendy's there. you pick him. Like, I don't see Mendy not starting. Yeah, potentially. You could see that. Kepa for penalties. If it goes to penalties, then Mendy's definitely coming off the pitch. Do not get deluded with what happened with Senegal. Because if you watched it carefully, he's so bad at penalties, Mendy. I'm sorry. He's so bad at penalties. We can't have him in goal. I think we should play 4-2-3-1. I do, but I think we're going to do what we did last game round. Because what I saw last game round was structurally, defensively strong. And then we just hope that on the day we score a goal or our forward line actually do something. We've played this forward at the back and we've leaked goals, and our forward line haven't really scored enough goals with an extra forward on the pitch. So that's why I think we will revert back to the 3-4-3, and not play the 4-2-2-2. Even though I don't mind the 4, I think you'll see the 3 just from a defensive aspect. You have more defenders on the pitch just because I think we don't want to concede. We're not confident in going 1-0 behind and then trying to turn it around and get 2 or 3 goals. Because even though we've got Lukaku and Havertz and Ziyech and Mount and all these players, none of them are consistent enough in showing us that they can step up and score on a consistent basis. So that's why I think we will go back to the 3-4-3. Easily the 3-4-3. You know, and I don't blame Tuchel. Tuchel's tried the 4. He's added an extra forward in there. He said, go on, forwards, go and score, be consistent, show me. 44 shots against Plymouth and only 15 on target. And you know what I mean? And we're conceding goals. I think he'd rather just go back to square at a plan A, tighten up, rely on your defence to pull you through games, which I know we can't consistently do all the time, and maybe just hope that in the forward line that they can nick us a goal. Whether it's Lukaku, whether it's fucking Werner, Havertz, whoever's playing, Ziyech. That's how I think we're going to approach this game. And I think we're going to approach the rest of the season like this as well. We can't play Alonso left. We what day is this match? Sue, it's tomorrow. It's Saturday, yeah. 4:30 UK time. 4:30 UK time. Our attackers are so isolated in this formation. No overlaps from our wingbacks. It is Bex, but we are also leaking goals. And that's why I said to you, I don't think he's going to do this for at the back tomorrow. I think they're going to do exactly what they did against Al Hilal and just be strong at the back and hold the ball and control the game and make it hard for the opposition to do anything offensively. And then just hope that some way, like we did against Al Hilal, we'll create a chance and we'll score or put it in the back of the net, shall I say. Rishi Kepa has been better than Mendy. Not really, no. Mendy's been away. Kepa's just covered and done a job, but we've still conceded goals. But yeah, he has been much better. Much better. Mendy has shown he has the capability of screwing up against West Ham. No. Don't do this. Don't start doing this because you have seen Kepa having a couple of good games. Are you seriously telling me now, Wira, that you want to see Kepa coming in for Mendy? Like, what does this mean? What you want Mendy, you want Kepa in goal now? Is he our number 1? Is that what you're telling me? Let me ask you all a question quickly. Is Kepa Chelsea's number 1 now? Kepa or Mendy? What the fuck is going on? What am I reading sometimes? These guys crack me up. 3 at the back. Alonso, Tax and Timms expect penalties. Yeah, Musa. Yeah. Game on Channel 4 tomorrow, 4 o'clock. Yes, Lee. Yes. Our formation could be 1-1-8. Yeah, if we're like 1 or 2-0 behind. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Mendy is our number 1. Mendy. No. All right. Anyway. I don't know. Both number 1s. Don't do this. Don't do this. You're not a Chelsea fan, are you, Sue? Who do you support? Tell me in the chat. Yeah, guys, let's get them likes up as well because I'm only on 45 likes. Over 171 of you here. Let's just get to that 75 like mark. And while you're sitting there and watching me, there's that little like button with the thumbs below. Just smash it. Just click it quickly. Let's see how quick we can get it to 75 likes, please. No, Mendy still is. Kepa to finish the Club World Cup. It's fair. He's formed. Yeah, look, like I said, I don't mind him starting. I just got this sneaky feeling that if Mendy's there and he's willing to play, he plays. We do. Don't do this, Mary. Don't do this. Don't. I can't. No. He's back, but he's not back as number 1 goalkeeper. Anyway, let's move. Let's move forward. Who's the 3 at the back? Easy. Rudiger. Rude. Thiago Silva. Mate, this guy, we can't actually function without El Monstro, man. El Monstro is our best defender. I don't care what anyone says. El Monstro is our best defender. And when he leaves this football club, you're all going to see the difference with and without the legend himself. Yeah, Christensen, isn't it? Christensen. Much as I'd like to see Chalobah in, Chalobah's not been playing, so it's going to be Christensen that steps up and this is my back four. Whether it's Kepa or Mendy, you can argue that with yourselves, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be. Not after the last game. I think Christensen will start. He had a good performance as well. Rudiger, Silva, Christensen. I would use the 4-1-4-1. Yes, I hear that, but like I keep saying to people, I don't think we're going to do that because I don't think we fully trust our forward line, which means that we'd rather trust our defenders to make sure that they don't concede goals. So it means we have to have 5 defenders with the 2 wing-backs on the pitch rather than trust our forwards and play a 4 and hope we outscore them. Because we're not as strong in a 4 than we are in a 3 defensively. Defensively, we are not stronger, I don't think. Yeah. Yes, man. The best defender in the league, bruv. Best defender in the league. Soon. I'm just going to, I'm waiting for, yeah, I'll be on the match reactions. Obviously, there's been a break with football and that anyway, so I will be back on with the Football Terrace. I am still in the groups and that as well. He has always sent me the link to come on and stuff. I've just not had the opportunity, but I will be back on the Football Terrace quite regularly soon. On my days, Christensen at right centre back. Why not Aspie? Then right back we can use. We're not going to do that, unfortunately, because you know what we're going to do. We're going to make this hard. Listen, let's go. Let's talk about the wing backs because as much as I don't like seeing him on the pitch, he's going to play, isn't he? He's going to play. You can't play Malang Sarr there. He's not going to play Malang Sarr there. He can't play as a wing back functionally, unless we play Sarr and we go back into a 4. But then Christensen goes as a right back. That makes sense. So I think if we play the 3-4-3, which I think we're probably going to do, I think Alonso will play. As in regards to the player at the right wing back area, I want Reece James on. I do. But the reason I think Aspie will play is not only because he's obviously fitter than Reece James, but when you talk about Palmeiras and you think about their danger or where their problems are, from what I've been told, and I've watched a couple of clips from them, they create a lot from their wingers. Their wingers are so important in the way that they play. They're sharp, they're quick, they're direct. And if you can stop their wingers, then you've pretty much done a job. I expect this Palmeiras team to come out and play their game. When they haven't got the ball, they will try and sit back. But again, I don't think that's in their nature. A bit like Al Hilal, even though they did take a slight step back, they still played. Once they got the ball, especially you saw in the second half, they could play football. They moved the ball well. They made it hard. This Palmeiras team offensively, going forward, even though they haven't got that big name player or players that we will recognise, shall we say, they still have players that haven't got the name but are good in their systems and understand their roles. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So I think he will play Aspie and Alonso just from the defensive aspect to be strong. But we know Alonso ain't strong, but we just have no choice. This guy wants to stay another year and a half at our football club. We're stuffed. Bottle job Chelsea incoming. You will not win the World Cup, Palmeiras. Yeah, you can wish, bro. You can wish. There's nothing wrong with dreaming. Dreams can come true. But they're not this time, bro. Not this time. Why not Kennedy at left wing back? He travelled because we don't use him, Wira. Why you don't use him? Kennedy will play. You play Alonso. We will lose. I know. I'm not a massive fan of Alonso. But Kennedy starting when he hasn't played one game for Chelsea yet in a final against Palmeiras. Let's really talk right now sense because it's a final. It's a trophy we've never won. We are going to go with experience. We're going to go back to what we know, and we're going to go to experience. and people that we know can play that role. Not really thinking about how well they can play the role. Let's not get it right, because we know they can't play it at a great level. But they will just, he will play with what he knows, I think, personally. Yeah, I think Reece James might come on. I expect Reece James to come on at some point. I don't see Aspie playing the whole game. I just think that we'll start with Aspie, and he'll make it hard, and it might be tight. It might be, it might not be many goals. And then he'll bring Reece James on later, depending on how the game's going on. If we still need a goal, I still see him coming on. Even if we don't need a goal, then I still think you'll get minutes. Don, you'll never win a trophy again. God, Jim, what are you doing to us? What am I doing to you? It's not what I'm doing to you. I'm telling you what we're going to do tomorrow. What did we do against Al Hilal that put us through? I think sometimes we just try and not see what's probably going to happen. I would love to play how we want to play it. Reece James, Kennedy, 4 at the back. Throw all the forwards on. Look techie. Look offensively good. But we know that we're not going to do that. I mean, I'll be shocked if we do that. I'm not going to lie. I'd be shocked. The chat is moving mad today. Big up to the chat. Over 210 people here, 45 minutes in. Make sure we smash the like button, guys. Let's get this over 100 likes. Share on your socials as well. Subscribe to the channel. We're on our road to 4.3k subscribers, closing the gap to 5k on YouTube as well. Big up to everyone. I am going to open up the lines very shortly. I'm just going to go through this. Lines will be open. You guys will have to get to have your say and give us your thoughts and opinion on tomorrow's game, which kicks off at 4:30. It is moving mad, isn't it? I'm just looking at it now. So many comments flying in. So many comments flying in. All right, in terms of the middle, guys. In terms of the middle, Jorginho got took off. Jorginho got taken off, which tells me Jorginho will play. I think Jorginho will start this game. And next to Jorginho, I think we will probably play. I thought Kovacic was very good, and I want to see him start. But I would not surprise me if Kante plays. And I don't think Kante had the best game last way round. But you've seen Chelsea play in finals with Jorginho and Kante, as the two. Again, defensively strong. The only issue I have with them two, and no Kovacic, is progressive, moving forward quickly with the ball. With Kovacic, at least when you give him the ball, he will take 1 or 2 players on, be direct, and try and play the forwards in. You play Kante and Jorginho, along with Aspie and Alonso, that's for me just offensively just not good enough. Defensively, they'll do a job, they'll work hard, and they'll make it hard for Palmeiras. And, that's what I think Chelsea are going to do. I don't think we should do. I think we should be taking the game to them. I want to see Kovacic in. I am going to put Kovacic in because I'm hoping that we have someone in midfield that can be progressive, because we know Alonso's not going to be able to get up there. And Aspie, he gets up there and he supports, and it's just that his crossing's just not there. And offensively, we ask too much from him. He's just not that level. He's just not that level for me. Big up to Daddy Tuchel. Nice to see you in the house as well. Yeah, Kante and J5 could start, but I think from the offensive aspect, I think we need to see Kovacic. I want to see Kovacic playing in that period, in that area. No, we need Kante no matter what. We say that, but then Kante's not been, I know he's missed the final on that, but Brazilian will outrun Alonso. Lukaku first touch is horrific. The defenders will always catch up with them. Yeah. He can't. If we go 4 at the back, it's got to be Malang Sarr for me. Malang Sarr will come in and play as the left back. But if it's 3-4-3, then Alonso starts. Sarr does not play as a left wing back. We're not going to do that. Just not going to do that. Right. In terms of the front three, I'm going with Mason Mount. This is where it gets hard. He's going to play him, isn't he? He's just going to play him. I can't unfortunately, I can't not put him on the pitch. He's going to play him, but then it means Havertz don't play, and I want Havertz to play, and it's so frustrating. I want Havertz, but I know he's going to play Ziyech because Ziyech's played every fucking game, and he deserves to play, and I just can't see Mason Mount not starting. If you don't play Mason Mount, then you play Havertz, but then no Mason Mount. So I'll ask you guys in the chat, Mount or Havertz in that left position? Please let me know in the chat now. Mount or Havertz? We keep saying this. I know. You know how I feel about Lukaku, the lamppost with cement in his feet. But I'm telling you, this is what they're going to do tomorrow. This is how it's going to look. Mount or Havertz? Let me know in the chat. Let's see it. Everyone's flying in with it. Let's go. So we've got Pulisic. I don't think Pulisic's going to play. Havertz, Mount, Havertz, Mount. Playing cry haters. Mount, Havertz, Mount. Oh, this is not easy. Third, I should start. I don't think he'll start. Timo, Havertz, Ziyech, front three. I want to see Lukaku on the bench, but he's not going to do that. Havertz, Mount. I can't remove Lukaku, Tati, and I would play Havertz as the leading striker. But this is what I'm predicting. This right now is what I'm predicting as what Tuchel's going to do tomorrow. Not what I want. Can I just say, because there's over 220 people here, this is not what I want right now. This is what I think we're going to do and how we're going to set up structurally in this final. Because I don't think we trust our forwards. This is why I think we will play this way. We'll play more defenders. We'll play the 3-4-3. Yeah, and we'll make it hard for them when they do get the ball. Yeah, and we'll just hope that the guys up front can make a chance for themselves and take their chance. Havertz, Mount, Havertz. So you want Havertz off the bench. We all know Kai has to hold bench for this guy, man. Tears in my eyes. Mount is starting this game is what Couch is saying. Yeah, Couch, I agree, man. I agree. I will show you my preference. You want to see Jem's preference? Yeah, this is Tuchel's preference, I'm saying. This is what I think Tuchel's going to do. I will give you my preference, and I'm going to open up the lines and get you guys involved for the next hour or so. To be fair, this is the best game for Lukaku because their centre-backs are weak. I've heard that. Offensively, I know they're very good, this Palmeiras team, but defensively, they're very weak. But it doesn't matter because we played against Plymouth and we played against so many teams that are defensively probably not great and we still struggled with them. So I wouldn't hold your breath, Charles Ello. But thanks for the donation, as always, bro. Donations to the channel massively help the channel, not going to lie. So thank you for doing that. Havertz will intimidate Palmeiras defense with his movement and his use of the ball. Energy Merchant Mount is just going to test Palmeiras defenders' fitness. Yeah, I agree. I would start right. So, all right, let me just quickly do my preferred lineup. Yeah, you want Jem's preferred lineup? Okay, cool. See you later. I'm throwing him in. Start. Get lost. See you later. I would start with Mount, Havertz, and Ziyech, and then I'll take Mount off and I'll switch him with either Cho or Werner later. And then I would play that back three. In a 3-4-3, as much as I don't... Do you know what? Actually, fuck it. I can't. I just can't see his face. Fuck it. We're going for it. Come on. What are you saying, people in the chat? Jem's preference of attack. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mason Mount, Havertz, Ziyech, Reece James. If Reece James can play for half a game, I'll start him. And then I'll throw Ashby on later. I want to get these goals, man. I don't want to do what I think Tuchel's going to do, which is be defensive. He's going to be defensive. He's going to make it hard because he doesn't trust our forwards. This shows you that I'm not trusting my forwards, but I just want our forwards to just go for it. Create. Make chances. The movement will be there with Havertz, right and left. Ziyech, who's on good form at the moment, can do what he's doing. Link up with Reece James. Him and Reece James would have a very good link up, especially now Ziyech is actually in form. Ziyech and James could be very good together in the system. Mason Mount and Callum Hudson-Odoi have got great chemistry as well, especially when they played off the right. So Mount and Hudson-Odoi could do something down the wings. Havertz will just do Havertz, hold, make runs, allow these people to move around. And then you could either do one or two things. If Kovacic don't play, you can throw Kante in now. You know, I don't mind Kante playing and just sitting with Jorginho because you've got the wing backs that are offensively good going forward. So you're allowing your wing backs to create for the three up front. And with the three up front, you've got movement. But I'd keep the back three and the same, and I'll just go for it. I would go for it. I would go for it. People say Jim gone crazy. Mate, I'm going for it. I don't care. I'm going for it. What would you do? What would you do? This is not even us getting piped. We're playing Palmeiras. I'm going for it. Couch is saying fire. He loves it. Jem, how damaging would our loss in the final be for the season remaining? Quite damaging. It's a final. Kennedy, Jem, not Cho. All right, I forgot about Kennedy. All right, fuck Cho then. If you don't want Cho and you want to see Kennedy, I'd is he even in here? Kennedy's not even here, guys. Kennedy's not even here. Can't even put Kennedy in. I can't even put Kennedy in. So whoever you want there, I don't care. You want Kennedy, cool. You want Cho there, cool. You want Pulisic there, cool. You want Alonso there, cool. That's on you. But I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Go for it, bro. No, he's back. He's not injured. He's back. Palmeiras 7-0. Palmeiras 7-0. We've got to go for it, man. Anyway, let's put the link in the chat. Let's get you guys in. Smash the like button, please. Let's get this up to 100 likes. Links in. Subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. I want to know your thoughts and opinions in this game. Let's go. Let's go. Link is in. Let's pin that link for you guys. Link is in. So Tuchel is now flying to Abu Dhabi, people. 23 minutes ago, there's a comment from CFC Daily basically saying that Tuchel is on his way. So Tuchel will be with the boys. With the boys. Talking about the boys, we've got the boys at the back. We've got Josh. What's happening, Josh?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Not bad. Josh, why do you hate my lineup? What's wrong?
No, I don't hate your. I don't hate your line. No. I hate the formation, to be honest with you. Just wouldn't play 3-4-3. I don't think Reef is back for this game. So
tell me, what would you do?
I would do the 4-2-2.
Oh, you want the 4 at the back?
Yeah.
So all right, fair enough. You want to see this with what? Who's left back? Sarr.
Sarr for me, yeah.
All right, let's do it quickly. Sarr, who's right back? Aspie.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then who's your midfield?
I would do Conte Kova.
Really? No Jorginho?
Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting one. Ziyech and who else?
Ziyech and Mount.
Yeah. Havertz
and Lukaku.
The lamppost. Okay.
Yeah, man. He's gonna play, so you might as well put him in there.
Yeah, but what would you do?
Man. Yeah, but so Jorginho. So
yeah, so we're probably.
I don't think we're gonna do the 4 at the back, man. I don't think we can trust it. Not in this final. I think they will go to a 3, but I don't know, man. That's fair enough. I hear it. I do hear what you've got to say. Josh, are you confident about tomorrow then, overall?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Interesting stuff. Couch, what are you saying, bro?
Yo, fellas, what's going on? Everything good?
What's up, Couch?
Yo, man. No, I can see you, Josh. I see you. It's just because we want to see something that's fresh and can work with our attackers more so than like play defensive and try and be like pragmatic. I don't think they're going to do that, though. I really think that's going to be 3 at the back just because that's our fail-safe. You know, like this is a cup final. We got to be solid first before we start thinking about scoring goals, right? So,
yeah, no, I hear. I just think with Alonso and Aspie, it's more fail than safe. You know what I'm saying?
We've got a Palmeiras comment here. Big up to this. It's basically saying the Brazilian press doesn't know that Chelsea fans dislike Lukaku. Our sports media sucks. That's from a fan, I'm assuming, of Palmeiras.
Yeah, it's a big. He's got the logo in his avatar there, man.
Must be a big account. Yeah, must be.
I would. I mean, you can't drop him for the final. I mean, the guy scored a goal. You know, he scored the winner last match. He's gonna play, guys. Like, let's not twist. Let's not mince it here. The kid's gonna play. Lukaku's gonna play. I would definitely play Mount just because I feel like we're gonna need them energy in the midfield. If you go with that 2 in the middle, I mean, the second half of that game, I just feel like Kovacic and Conte were not positionally aware enough.
Yeah.
And we needed somebody just sitting there. As much as Jorginho's not the best sitter, at least he's a body in there, right? So I think that Jorginho's going to start. And I would think that Kovacic, after coming off a man of the match performance, is probably going to play. But how do you leave Conte out of a cup final? Like, how do you drop him? You know, like
I agree.
It's a tough call. But I don't know. I would actually go with Conte myself, Conte Kovacic, or sorry, Conte Jorginho, and then, you know, if we need more energy off the bench, we bring in Kovacic. But I mean, you can't really go wrong.
Do you not think we're going to play three at the back? Generally, I'm being honest.
Oh, without doubt, this is a cup final. That's our fail-safe, man. Without doubt, we're playing three at the back.
We're not playing this four at the back, are we? I'm not.
I would be shocked if we went four at the back for this. I would be shocked. It's not like a try, tested, and true. Like when we're thinking about how we win games, we usually win with three at the back. So we did play, you know, against the Spurs, but that was basically to counter what they try to do in their system. We haven't seen a lot of the four at the back to suggest that it's something that we can rely on in a cup final. So I'm saying three, but I would love to be surprised and see four, just because I feel like we'll have more attackers on the pitch if we play with four.
Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, we can have all the attackers on the pitch in the world that we want, and we're leaking goals with the four at the back, and the forwards are not actually taking their chances. So I can understand why Tuchel's like, do you know what? Why don't we just go back to what we know here? Because, you know, even with the additional forward on the pitch, we might be creating a bit more, but we're still not converting, and we're conceding goals because we're not as solid at the back because we've lost that extra defender. So I don't know, man.
Coach.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Actually, I think we should play for in the back, and then hopefully we score 2 goals, and then we switch it to 3 at the back. I don't see. It's my preference.
Yeah, you're very hopeful, Tobago. I hear the hope in your voice that we get 2 goals.
Just about.
For me, it's not like a rigid four at the back. You know, obviously there's movement and formations within the formation. It's just I think if you play 3, you're leaving a really good attacking player out of the side, and you're putting 2 liabilities at wing back. So that's my thoughts. But I never know what this.
Has anyone watched the Palmeiras team play? I watched highlights of them against Flamengo, and I watched highlights.
They're decent. Like, if this is what I was gonna come on and say as like a Liverpool fan looking at it, it's that this Chelsea team cannot take them lightly. If you take them, you will lose. That's just plain and simple.
Yeah. I mean, I watched them. They looked a little bit helter-skelter in the midfield. I think we can get at them, but
they did win 2-1 against the side with 10 men. I mean, it's not like they beat the shit out of Al.
I mean, that comment says it all, didn't it? That comment says it all. I'm more afraid of Ziyech, Timo, and Havertz than I am from Lukaku, to be honest. That's a position fan saying that there.
I watched that game, and both their goals against Al were counter-attacks. They weren't exactly dominating the game in the sense they were controlling possession, always in their attacking half. They most of their threat came from the counter against Al. So,
but if you think about it, Chelsea this game are gonna keep most of the possession anyways.
Yeah.
So you do need to watch out for that.
Yeah, for sure.
No, play Barkley in the front 3. Barkley can play front 3 on the aeroplane. You know, the 3 seats in the aeroplane. He can play. You can sit on one of them. That's all you can do.
No, we got to leave him with Palmeiras. Surely they could.
They might take him. Maybe we can get some deals.
I hope so.
I mean, him and Alonso at the same time. But Alex, the Great, what are you saying?
Man, I'm so fucking nervous. It's not even funny.
Why? I didn't know you're the type of guy to be nervous. I'm
always nervous before the games. I don't like the I don't like the back 3. I don't like the front 3. I don't like the middle 3. I don't like nothing. I just want to.
You don't like Thiago Silva?
Well, yeah, but
he just doesn't like the squad.
No, I'm afraid. I'm more like how you say it. For me, it's the biggest. For me, Championship League Championship League, Premier League, and this is the third trophy highest on Chelsea's schedule. I've rated this trophy more than FA Cup, more than Carling Cup, because we don't have it. I want this trophy so bad because I remember the pain I went through the first time.
Yeah.
So for me, that's the trophy I want really, really bad.
Lukaku missed the penalty, didn't he?
Don't remind me.
That was a different tournament.
No, that was super. That was super.
It was
Flores that missed a sitter in front of the net.
Oh,
in front
of
a net. Yes.
Munich, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was. Anyway. Yeah, you can't blame everything on Lukaku, man. Not everything is Lukaku's fault, but I think we're gonna play 3 at the back. This is a definitely a go-to formation when we play in the final. Which is, to be fair, it suits us, especially because it's not a fast game; it's a slow game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a slow-paced game, and Jorginho will fit right in. It depends who's gonna be playing beside Kovacic. Is it gonna beside Jorginho? Is it gonna be Kovacic and Kante? Which doesn't really make much difference. We're gonna look more offensive with Kovacic because Kovacic looks for Lukaku, and Kante looks for the space. For me is definitely Mount is gonna play. There is no freaking doubt about it. Lukaku is gonna play.
Then.
Yeah, no Havertz.
That's annoying.
I know. Even though Lukaku scored, even though he mishit the ball when he hit it, but it still counts as a goal. So he scored. He's gonna start. Ziyech is gonna start. I think. Aspi is gonna start because it's a final and he's a captain. He has to start. Plus, he was pretty good actually last game. I think he was full of energy. I mean, like for the 33, I wish I had that much energy. Alonso, fuck, I don't even know what to start. Like, I saw the report. Yeah, I don't believe that.
What's it going to bring us more pain for another year?
What are you? If reporter ask you about the like, what are you gonna say? No,
I want to
leave. Yeah, what do you think he's gonna say?
I hate the club.
Yeah. I mean, if he's ready to sit out his contract on the bench, that is a different story. But I don't think he's that. He's gonna go play in Spain. Pretty sure that's what he wants to go back to. But
yeah, and
if I was me, I will play Cho or Pulisic as a left wing back.
Yeah, I would as well. I'd go offensively, go for it. If you've got Aspi on one side that's defensively good, then maybe just because Alonso isn't good defensively, why don't you just go and play someone that's good defensively? And that could actually help going forward. So, like, a Cho would work for me.
But I don't think, I think the biggest problem, this is what I don't understand with people. Like, Alonso, I know Alonso is a bad defensive and stuff. But the reason why Rudiger is so good, because he has that thing that he does not, you shall not pass Lord of the Rings situation, That's the whole thing with Rudiger. That's like he's the last stand. And if Rudiger is the last stand, I don't mind Alonso there. The problem with Alonso all of a sudden start heaving slow going forward. He used to be good going forward. Now he's a slow going forward.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Daniel's saying we are close to making history. We have every right to be nervous. Thanks for the donation, bro. On that, that's probably why Alex is feeling it as well. It's the fact that we haven't got it. And that's serious. Big up to Football United TV as well. We've also got a comment saying, "No man, I don't do press. I'm just a 37-year-old Brazilian fanatic of Palmeiras that is 2 days straight without good sleep waiting for the game. The World Club Cup is huge. Sad that Europeans don't see that. So for them, it's massive. Do you know what I mean? As well.
Can I just say, the Club World Cup is a major trophy. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It is a major trophy.
Yep. It's that beautiful badge on your kit that you want to see and want to buy, and that's what I want. I want to buy that kit with that badge on. Go on, mate. Yes, mate. Who's that?
Can I add something to the lineup?
Yeah, go on, Bobby.
I've seen this Palmeiras lot. They're a decent team, but we can turn them over. If we play our game, do what we do and do it well, we're turning that lot over. They play a counter-attacking style, very good on the wings, counter-attacking, bit average in the midfield, suspect in the centre-back positions. They'll try and be compact, but look, why are we talking with fear? Okay, we'll play a back three. If we're going to do that, I'll go for a double pivot, Jorginho and Kante. Why? Might take away a bit of the offence, but we need people to sweep up and cover up for the deficiencies of Alonso going backwards. Less so with Aspie on the right, but then it will allow Aspie to be able to go forwards. I'll surprise you with the attack. I'll go with Werner and Lukaku. I think little and large is going to cause them all sorts of problems.
Yeah,
all sorts of problems. They'll be sorry.
Four at the back, Bobby. You're going four at the back then to have Werner and Lukaku up front, or what are you doing?
No, I'm doing well. I'm saying supposing we go three at the back. I mean, I don't really think it matters, but okay, we'll go three at the back. Obviously, Thiago, Rudiger, Christensen.
Yeah.
Wing backs, Aspie, Alonso. Not my choice, really. I've heard you saying James might be around. Crikey. I wish, but, I don't know. That's what we've got. Midfield pivot, clearly. Kante, Jorginho. Why I've said that is that Jorginho sits. Kante loves running around, mopping up. This is a game for him.
He's not played very well, has he, Kante? The last two games he's come on.
He hasn't.
I don't think
he hasn't, but he's still good enough, even with him being almost not quite at his best. And a game like this, where he'll be at his element, mopping up, breaking up things, and that in a midfield that is not that great. I mean, they're not bad and not that great. I think he'll love this game, and he'll help Aspie and Alonso go forward a bit. Alonso is the one that concerns me. I think you're quite right. He's slow backwards and forwards now, but is what we've got. I don't know how Kennedy is fitness-wise. There's always Malang Sarr we could also put there, but it would make us a bit too defensive on the left back, left. And why I've gone with a forward three of Mount. I think Mount will cause problems. Shame, because it's either toss-up between him and Ziyech. And I think little and large, Werner and Lukaku will cause them problems.
I don't think, Bobby, that Werner starts this game, mate. I don't even think he'll get in. I think Ziyech. He's not going to drop Ziyech, and then for me, it'll be between Havertz and Mount who plays in that next position. That's what I think.
To be honest, out of all of them, if Werner starts, I feel like Werner will do will be the one that benefits the most, because I just have a feeling that when everybody just cusses this one guy that that people don't like, but I'm going to give you the Champions League final, for example. Werner played well in the final.
Come on now.
His run made space for Havertz to get in behind. Do you get what
I'm saying? He also missed two sitters.
Yeah, but what I always say about players like Werner, because he's fast, and this is always the advantage of fast players, they will always cause havoc. Do you get what I'm saying?
Both teams.
He helps Lukaku. They both play good together when they've played. They score a lot of goals when they've started together, like against Zenit and Southampton. I think's another one. There's a few other games where they've done good.
I don't want to repeat. Sorry, Gray. I don't want to repeat of the last time we were in the Club World Cup where we put on a striker that we knew was just misfiring, and then he gets an opportunity to win it for us or equalize.
I wouldn't start him either because he's not being played.
Again. I just can't take that anymore. We already have Lukaku out there. Can't play Werner. Can't play the two of them. Just can't.
Yeah.
I'm starting Mount. But...
Yeah. Go on, Gray. What's your thoughts, mate? Tell us.
Yeah, if it was up to me, I'd go back four. But the more I think about it, I do see why you'd go back three, because it does nullify their counter attack.
Well, they're wing backs, so they're danger point. That's what a lot. I mean, there's a Palmeiras fans in the chat at the moment talking, and they're saying their wing backs is what the problem is.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, if we're saying, we like three at the back because it will nullify their counter, and then in the same breath say, well, Aspie and Alonso can't defend. What are are we talking about then? Like,
we love Kante. We love Kante. He doesn't deserve to start. I'm sorry, he's been poor recently. I'd rather see Kovacic, Jorginho.
Listen, man, N'Golo Kante is the best player on this team, man. You got to play him in a final. The disrespect.
Yeah, but he's in poor form. No, he can come on. I don't see why he can't come on. He will come on, but I want to
Remember,
start.
they're five
Are you giving if everybody same energy who's been in a poor form should not start? Who's in the team?
subs.
Who's gonna start then? If we're gonna go based on form, who's gonna start? If we're gonna go based on form,
you could argue Ziyech is probably the only one that's in a really nice run of form.
Lukaku's just scored the goal. I get what you're saying, but like most of our forward line's not been in good form really, except Mount and Ziyech. So
right.
Yeah,
I'd start Mount, Lukaku, and Ziyech as our front three.
If people saying it's gonna be a low compact block team, what's Timo Werner gonna do it against about that?
They're not gonna do that. I'm telling you now.
No, what I'm saying is, I just want to know what is it gonna do. Is that the blonde hair and blue eyes that attract people to Timo Werner? Like I try to see where's the attractions coming from.
Never a blonde hair and blue eyes, mate. That's me. Yeah, this be nice.
Because I don't know how he's gonna do against the low block. I mean, people saying that they're gonna be a little compact and low block.
Right. That's also my argument. That's also my argument for not playing. If they're going to play like a low block counter-attacking style, then we've seen it a million times. Jorginho is absolutely pointless in those kinds of games. Like I'd rather have Kovacic and Kante, where Kova can actually drive into that block and maybe get a pass off or get a shot or something. Like it's very redundant to have a guy like Jorginho against a low block because he's just gonna cycle the ball again, which is all those midfielders can do that.
Ziyech and Mount actually have a good chemistry with each other.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what we've been seeing. They've been cooking up the right side when they've been playing in that formation together. They've been linking very well together. I get it. It's like I get everybody's like we played a 3 in the Champions League final. Yeah, much different.
This is what I said about Palmeiras earlier, but before you came on, I said they don't have any names that stand out. But the one thing that, from what I've seen, the brief that I've seen of them, they're a team that all understand their roles, and their wing backs are a danger. They're quick. They move the ball quickly up the pitch. If we do lose the ball and we're out of possession, I know that we're very good at retrieving the ball. But this is why I think Aspie and look, I would play Aspie because defensively he's strong, and you can counter that with Christensen. And if they have to double up on him, then fine. But with Alonso and Rudiger, I think we could. I think Alonso will play because it's his natural position. But I wouldn't mind having a Cho there, just for the offensive aspect, like a bit like what Redneck says. Because in theory, when you think about Rudiger himself, like it's very hard to get around him as it is anyway. The only thing I worry about with Rudiger is him getting doubled up on, without that support from your wing back.
No, Rudiger's problem. Rudiger's problem sometimes he goes for the challenge really high off the pitch and leave Thiago Silva exposed sometimes. That's what Rudiger does sometimes. That annoys me. He needs to stay compact. If we play with Alonso, he needs to know that if he's getting past, that Thiago Silva is the only one that behind him, because you will not find Alonso somewhere near there, because Alonso is going to be high-fiving with Lukaku up top.
I don't know. I think, if you want my honest opinion, I think we will set up exactly the same way as we did against Al Hilal, which is basically having more defenders on the pitch than forwards, just to stop them from getting that goal, because I don't think we fully trust our forward line to go and to have an additional forward on the pitch. That's what I think is the issue. And that's why I think they'll do that in the final. I think you'll see that it will have a back five with back three.
The only difference in this lineup I see, it's going to be either Kante and Kovacic and Mendy.
I think Kovacic needs to play, though. I think Kovacic
and Kepa.
Yeah, no, but I think Kovacic needs to play, because even if we have Aspie and Alonso on the pitch, from the progressive aspect, I don't Kante and Jorginho are not going to do that. At least with Kovacic, like we said, he will break the lines and play it quickly forward to the front three. And I think we need that if we're going to have wing backs like this, because we're not making any creativity through that way. We need someone that's going to move the ball quickly forward. And I don't think Kante, even though he can carry the ball, I don't think he can release it at as well as what Kovacic would do personally, moving it forward. But at the same time, it's tough because I like Kante and I think he should be on the pitch, but then Jorginho controls the game. And we saw without Jorginho in the second half, we lost all control of that game.
If you will best the games, then we start Lukaku playing. Can play Lukaku? The only player that actually went through the middle to pass to Lukaku was Kovacic. Nobody else on that field was actually looking for Lukaku through the middle. Only Kovacic.
How are we going to be offensively creative without Kovacic not on the pitch? That's my thing.
Kovacic is going to play, Jim. Don't worry about Kovacic. He's starting.
Go on, Nick.
Yeah, let me have a word, if I'm allowed. I know you're Lukaku haters here, so you don't want me to talk.
No one's Lukaku haters.
You are. All of you are haters, man.
It's criticism.
That's the first thing I want to say.
You need to understand the difference. Yeah,
no, I know you say he's this and that, but you all haters, most of you. Anyway, look,
what's going on? What did I come back to?
I put him in my team.
Can I talk for once?
Yeah, right. Provided you don't call people out. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just saying what he's like. This is life. Anyway, Mendy's going to start. I'd love to see Kepa start, but it's going to be Mendy. Kepa will come on if we go on penalties. That's for sure. Rudiger is no one else. Rudiger, Silva, Christensen, like you got there, for sure. Alonso is a big thing. I prefer to see Pulisic there, really. Not Cho, because he hasn't been great. But it's going to be Alonso. We all know that, but it's not what we want, really. So it's going to be Alonso. It's got to be Kovac, because he's been playing well. One of the few players who's playing well. Kovac and Kanti. I think Kanti comes the final. That's the only reason I'm having it. I know Jorginho does a great job, but it's got to be Kanti and Kovac. And Aspie, of course, has to start. I heard Josh say Aspie can't defend. Was all right, or was I hearing things?
No, I think he can. I think he can defend in a 4. I think in a 3, if you catch him high up the pitch, he's in trouble. And I think for 90 minutes. I think even in a 4 for 90 minutes, he struggles a little bit. But 1-on-1, if he's in position, he's still very quality. But I think it's no question you can see how tired.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that, Josh. You're right, because he hasn't got the legs. But I can see him, coming off later during the game, and Chalobah might come on later on. But he's going to start. He's our captain. He has to start.
Yeah, he will start. He will start. I don't think there's any dispute about that.
He will start, but I can see him coming off later on when gets worn out. And we'll see anyway. But we have Chalobah there. He'd be on the bench. And up front, this is a debate now. Lukaku is going to start. We know. Score or he doesn't score. He's our striker, so he has to play. And
unfortunately,
well, he's the one. He's been on form. I don't want to see him not start. Now it's a debate between Havertz or Mount. It's very different.
You know what?
Yeah.
I just realised something. In this back 3, we usually only play with one of Mount or Ziyech in the front. So actually, it could actually be Havertz, Lukaku, and Mount. Front 3.
Because
Ziyech actually might get dropped.
I don't think he dropped. I think it could be Havertz, Lukaku, and Ziyech, and Mount might be on the bench.
The reason why I think Ziyech plays for sure is we still need some sort of continuity in the attack. Like if you play
Mount hasn't been great. I haven't seen Mount be great.
He can never get a shot up
season. Mount hasn't been great, so he should be on the bench. I will pull Havertz up there. He's getting back on like he was. Havertz has been good, and Ziyech is good. And Lukaku, all he has to do is bloody put the ball in the net.
Yeah, I just think that what I was trying to say was I think Ziyech needs to play because if we're playing with Lukaku, just because they're trying to establish some sort of chemistry and whatnot. If you play Havertz, Mount, and Lukaku, you might lose a bit of that.
That's what I'm thinking, because if you saw the last game in the semi-final, one minute ago, if you saw the last game in the semi-final, Lukaku and Havertz started to have something, and Mount come on. I didn't see anything.
So I disagree with that. I think Lukaku and Mount have shown chemistry.
One second.
Mount doesn't pass the ball to him. I've seen it too many times now.
So I just want to quickly go back to Palmeiras.
Wait a minute, Jam. Wait a minute.
Am I allowed to speak? Is it okay? Am I not allowed to speak? All right. Anyway, Palmeiras.
No, Jam. 1 second though. 1 second.
Fuck me. Showtime's there as well. Great. Palmeiras is going to play high
And this
intense.
we have one someone who speaks facts.
Good morning, Nick Blue, my OG. That's my OG right there. Good morning.
Am I going to speak? What the fuck?
Happy Friday to you all.
Get them out.
I'm in a good mood. Don't ruin my Friday, guys.
Well, I was in a good mood until you all decided to interrupt when I was talking. So let me talk. Yeah. Palmeiras is who's giving feedback? I got feedback badly. It must be.
Has to be Showtime.
Palmeiras is going to play a high intense soccer to make you guys tired. That is the hope. We will pressure high, spread the field, and counter attack. So that tells me that they're going to be fit, right? They're going to be quick. They're going to get in our faces. They're not going to give us time on the ball. You know, they're going to go try and play the long game and hope that we don't score early as well. You know, it could be a game that we get caught with the legs, especially when.
Hold on a second. Somebody said we're playing. They're going to be compact. Now we're saying that they're going to be open playing.
Go for it. Yeah, I think they're going to go for it.
I don't think it'll be compact.
Because I'm confused now. If what system they play, compact system or high pressure system.
From what I've seen of them, they play a high intent. They're like you said there, high intent soccer. They get in your face. They don't give you time on the ball. They don't play low block. It's not the way
their attack is their strength. Yeah, their attack is their strength.
I don't think they're going to accommodate their game just because of Chelsea. Like they might know that.
Then Kante makes sense. Otherwise, I thought we're playing low block.
That's why we have to have Kante there. That's why.
Croatian Zidane in for. I don't want to say that. I think Head or Jennifer. Don't know. That's from Frod Smith $2.99. Thank you, mate, for that donation. But I don't know.
I made the word Jennifer trend. You know that, right?
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, big up to Alex, man. Big up to Russian on that one.
GNA TV, what if we played a hybrid 3 at the back /4 at the back like we did against Spurs with Ziyech at right wing back, Mount, Kai, Lukaku in attack? And that's the back 4, though, isn't it? It wasn't a hybrid 3.
I've got a question, Jam. Why are we dropping Kai Havertz when Kai Havertz and Lukaku works well together?
No, I don't know. I don't. I want Havertz to play, but then I think Mount will play this game as well.
Havertz will play tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I just think Kai Havertz and
Josh
Romelu will play together. I don't think you drop Kai Havertz when he's been playing well with Lukaku. I don't know. This is my opinion.
Well, it's only one game.
Yeah.
I don't think they played all right to go. I wouldn't say well.
Yeah,
I think it was average.
It's the best pair we have, bro. It's the best pair we have. They play well together.
I think put Mount on the bench. I'm going to send Tuchel his instructions now.
I'm a bit lost here with these Palmeiras fans. They're saying they'll play compact and play counter, and then I'm reading that they'll play and then the other one's saying they'll play high intense soccer with pressure high counter attack.
I think this is just a Palmeiras troll.
We are compact, but we don't play behind the midfield for 90 minutes, is what he's saying. So he's saying they'll just play a high line and go for it. I think.
Yeah, once you're down 2 goals, you're probably going to turn the pace up a bit.
Yeah. Showtime, how are you feeling about the game, mate?
Man, I'm feeling good. It's Happy Friday, first and foremost. Big up to my OG Nick Blue. I see Alex in here, the big Russian Don Dada. Respect him. I see Bobby in here too. I got a lot of respect for a lot of people in here. And we should be happy.
You like me?
You think Lukaku's going to score tomorrow as well? He's going to put in another
1 minute, Jim. 1 minute.
It's gonna be a good match, man. You just got to come out and play. This lineup right here is just a little bit iffy, but that's okay. I'm gonna go with it just because you guys already did it. But I know that Kai Havertz is gonna play with Lukaku for sure. And my boss, Super Tom Tuchel, is back, and Marina Gunn, guy is gonna be at the game. You see, I'm feeling jittery, so yeah, I'm happy. Hello.
Yo, I can't believe the 1 second silence.
That's what I said.
From the Lukaku haters. God, what's going on?
They already know. He scored a goal. They can't talk no more, you see? He silenced them with his action.
Because we'll make it because this is the lineup. This is the lineup that we think Tuchel's gonna do it. We don't think Tuchel is gonna If this is my preferred lineup, there's no freaking way he's gonna be on the pitch.
How do you drop somebody that hasn't? Well, how you dropping him when Tuchel hasn't dropped him out in the last 9 games? You can't drop somebody that
because I'm better than Tuchel. That's why.
Yeah, okay.
Hang on, you can't like play someone for 8 games trying to get him into form, and when he scores 1 goal, then drop him. Like, makes no sense. If you're gonna drop him, you should have dropped him in the middle of that one, not now.
Man, we're gonna bring Roger in. That'd be good, but we don't have anyone, so he has to. He's the only main striker.
We have Havertz, man.
Havertz,
he's not a striker. Havertz
doesn't matter. He can play.
No, Havertz is a striker, but he's not as good as Lukaku.
Stop saying that.
And which way he's not as good as Lukaku? And which way? Please tell me.
Of course he's not.
Lukaku is a better goal scorer than Havertz. It's proven.
Yeah, proven where?
Don't know. He's got over 300 goals in his whole career. That's
what about in the Chelsea?
I mean, that's no.
I mean, Kai Havertz, the only goal that you.
I mean, he's not that far behind Havertz. Havertz, does he even have 10 goals for us?
9, actually.
Okay, and that's how many seasons? How many seasons does he have 9 goals? Silly. That's silly.
Yeah, he's also 22 years old.
Okay, age is but a number, brother.
Well, tell
you
that.
You say that to older women, and you say that to in this game as well. It's not about age. Age don't have nothing to do with it.
The thing is, Havertz, you're right. Havertz isn't a striker. I agree.
That's what we said.
He's not a well striker.
That's who we have, and we have to.
But that's what Tuchel plays.
But we can play Havertz in that role, which will give us something different in going forward. That's what I'm saying. It's not like
it changes the whole formation. It changes the whole.
Is Tuchel going to be there tomorrow?
Yeah, Tuchel will be there, Bobby. He's there.
He's there. We played with him up there before. We're 3 at the back.
Wait, Tuchel's there tomorrow.
Yeah, he's already on the way.
Tuchel's on his way now. He's on his way now. He's flying out there. Yeah,
that gives us a big edge for me.
The cup's coming to London.
The cup's coming to London.
Coming. Where else is it going to go? We got to be bring that World Cup as well. Then we're World Cup champions. That's what.
What's up, Jim?
Yes, Dan boy, what are you saying about this game, bro?
United.
Big up, Daniel.
Big up the yellow bus.
Big up, Alex.
Big downfall driver.
Havertz shouldn't start. Why is Havertz starting, man? That's why I came in, actually. That's the only reason.
Why shouldn't he?
Why should he, though?
Why shouldn't he?
Why should he? Give me the reason why he should start.
Why not?
Because he's not playing well. What do you mean?
Because he assisted Lukaku.
That wasn't an assist.
What?
Okay.
Look.
Hold on a second. If that wasn't an assist, Lukaku's goal wasn't a goal because he did the way he hit it. He mishit the ball in the net.
He still hit the ball in the net. He did.
I know.
Havertz didn't pass him the ball. Havertz passed the ball to that position.
I thought Havertz was good or decent the first 15 minutes, but after that he just completely ghosted.
Yeah. First half he was good, but he tied down. He was too tired.
Did you see that mad run in the second half? We looked the goal. That run. Did you see that little?
Did anybody actually see Lukaku's goal score when, like, in slow motion and close up? You know that he mishit the ball. He hit it with his shin.
No, he didn't.
He just put his timber for it. I buried it.
Yeah, it's like Mount when he missed a sitter like that.
Get off Mount's balls, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
say redneck.
We're not worried about
balls, bro. You're talking about Lukaku
because of we in the finals.
Talking about Lukaku.
We in the finals because of Lukaku. So he saved us from going to extra time, penalties.
No, the defenses saved us. The defenders actually helped us. We passed it to Lukaku.
Without Lukaku's goal, we
needed Al Halal to give us to pass the ball to us, bro. It's embarrassing.
The assist was by the allowed defender, not by Havertz.
It's showtime. Was that goal? Would you class that goal as a clutch goal?
It's not considered clutch, but it's still considered a goal. You guys wanted him to score a goal, and he scored you guys a gool, and you're still picking at how he scored. It doesn't make sense. Without Lukaku, you guys are going to be whining.
Showtime.
I'm not hearing it.
Showtime. When he took it to a defender, there's a moment when he took it defender on the left, rolled him, and hit the ball, and the ball was blocked. Do you think he should have scored that?
I think if I don't remember, I don't even recall what you're referring to. Actually,
Exactly, because there's no better chance that what he had throughout the game, because there's no chance that he did it in the game that you actually remember. That's my point.
I do remember.
I tried to give you a fake scenario so you will see that actually how bad that game was, that he didn't even play. There was no chance for him. The other players had a better chance for them to score than Lukaku.
I don't agree with that. I mean, he missed the one that was given to him where he could have flipped it in like SP. He missed the one that he hit the ball. Well, he hit the ball. The keeper saved the shot that he took against the defender.
He hit it straight at him.
I mean, you still took the shot, bro. You complain.
I just want to see more step overs.
I just don't get why the energy is not the same when Timo Werner was doing the same shit.
Nah, because Timo Werner doesn't even get close to that. So stop.
Why is it not the same energy though?
This is going over the crossbar.
Wait a sec. You telling me that chance that Aspie crossed to Lukaku wasn't a Timo Werner-esque kind of fucking miss?
He's not going to score that.
He missed the ball completely.
He's not going to score. Timo's not going to score.
The Al Hilal team was actually going going to the doctor after the game because they hit it like they hit the wind so hard that the wind were checked for the cold.
We had Palmeiras fans saying earlier in the chat that they'd rather play Havertz, Werner, and Mount than rather play Lukaku. That says it all. I mean, they'd play.
No, they more afraid.
You had a troll pretend to be a Palmeiras fan and tell you that. What do you think Palmeiras fans is watching the stream, man? Come on, let's be real. They're in Brazil right now. They're in Brazil.
What are you talking about? Look, we've got one here. Are you saying they're fake fans?
Fam, but this guy is a random guy that's been here this entire time. That just changes.
He found me on YouTube, mate.
He doesn't watch Palmeiras, bro. He's lying.
Bro, you can't. You're coming for people that are Palmeiras fans in the chat. Don't do this,
man. Listen. I don't know any of their players. Respect to them or disrespect, I don't care. Like, we just need to win, man.
I agree. Look, Lukaku's going to play one way or the other. We know that anyway. There's no point in even talking about it. But we have more energy for Lukaku. Wins 0 out of 7 aerial duels versus City. Wins 1 out of 10 duels against.
Still bringing up City matches. Rebecca, please stop.
It is context, isn't it?
But it's hurt. Does it hurt?
Everybody has a different form.
Does it hurt when the stats comes in? Does it hurt?
It does, doesn't it?
It doesn't hurt when the stats come in because at the end of the day,
you all of a sudden
when your argument tomorrow comes to an end about Mount scoring more goals than Lukaku, everybody's going to be quiet. When it comes in tomorrow, I don't want to hear anything. When he scores tomorrow and the goal is tied,
Daniel score some Premier League goals.
It could be a clutch goal.
He scored against Palmeiras and Al Hilal. You're talking about
now it's Premier League. Now it's Premier League.
He scored against Al Hilal.
Could be a cup-winning goal tomorrow. Could be
you scored against Al Hilal. Oh my God,
man!
Score some Premier League goals, brother.
Bro,
what's going on here?
Score some Premier League goals, bro. The last goal he scored was against Chesterfield, and then he scores in this game, and you want to tell me, like, what are we saying here?
I don't know, man.
What's going on here?
If he scores, he scores. No matter who's the competition.
No, it matters. It matters. It matters to me.
Let's hold on a second. Let's give it a voice to the person that actually there. Fata.
What's going on?
Fata, what you saying? How's the weather today, mate? How's the weather there today? How's the weather?
The man, the legend himself.
The weather is hot, man. The weather is hot. Yeah.
He's gone, bro. Go in that pool.
Remember, this is PG. PG, Fata. This is PG.
Fata.
Go on.
I wonder if a certain someone is at that pool party.
There
is a pool party.
You laid on the sunbed with Timo Werner rubbing oil on his back. So you're
man. He's at the Reds.
That's not Traore, man. That's not Traore.
Let's have it right.
What's he doing? Fuck's sake. Oh my God. Minerals is in the house.
Minerals!
Yeah. What's happening?
What's happening, mate?
The man that he's lost all his minerals. What fucking minerals?
Oh,
What am I hearing here? That
Man, them has no
apparently
minerals,
Lukaku's
man.
better than Havertz.
Fish, man.
Is that what I'm
Of course he
hearing?
is.
Nobody said
Obviously
nobody
he
said
is.
that,
It's
but
not
if you
even-
want to go there, yeah, he is.
You better
What?
he's not two minerals.
There's no minerals. The man them has no minerals.
Yeah.
More like
What,
vitamin
Havertz
C.
has no minerals, yeah? I don't know. I didn't realise Lukaku had Champions Leagues in his trophy cabinet. I didn't realise that.
Here we go again.
Well, apparently, so he's the better striker. He's won a lot, isn't he?
The usual hate conversation.
It's not
Well,
hate.
let's be
Does
real
Havertz
about
have a
it.
league
I
trophy?
think in that
Does
front
Havertz
line,
have a league
it's
title
clear
though?
as
If you're
day
going
for
to do
me
that,
that Kai Havertz,
You know,
Ziyech, and Mason Mount all should be
Does
playing.
Havertz have a scoring title? Top scorer?
Oh, there we go.
Havertz
Exactly.
scores in the most
And Jem,
clutch
there's a
moments
thin-
of games.
Jem, there's
He
a
scores in
thin
Champions
line
League
bel-
finals, mate.
Jem, there's a thin line between love and hate, and that right there from vitamin C that you call minerals.
Listen,
is
don't
not-
give
is
me
not
your
hate.
waffle about love and hate and me hating on a player when I've
You
got every
hate.
right
He's a hater.
to criticise this
Hater.
player for being
Hater.
absolutely piss poor. He's
Hater.
been rubbish.
Hater
He's been
alert.
rubbish. There's
Hater alert.
there's no defending here. The guy's
man
goal
them is a
scoring record
hater.
at Chelsea Football Club tells you that. He scored
I'm
9
sorry.
goals for Chelsea Football
not to
Club.
burst your
100
bubble,
million.
mate, but
Yeah?
he's had a better season than Havertz, mate.
He's had a better
Despite all the
season.
crap.
Man, where have
Yeah.
you
What
been,
with the
Gareth?
goals, all right? The goals, yeah. Great. He scored 9 goals. I applaud you. It's so great that your 100 million striker has scored 9 goals. I'm really happy for you.
No,
I'm
great,
really
but you're
happy
just
for
acting
you.
like Havertz has had this wonderful
Because those
season
goals,
that he hasn't.
those goals that he scored have amounted to fuck all except us losing the title race. Yeah.
Our 100 million. How? Because he's been out for 6.
Your 100 million pound.
He's been out for
Havertz
6
is a
matches.
70 million
He's been out for 6
player.
matches with an ankle injury, and he's been out for 2 matches with a COVID. How does that affect? Bro,
Listen, like if you want to
stop
talk over me, then
He's
I'm not
missed
going
ni-
to speak.
he's missed
'cause I can't
9
be bothered to
matches.
hear your
Yeah,
voice.
showtime. Let him finish. Go.
Yeah, because all I've ever since I've come on, you lot want to nitpick and add your little 10 pence, yeah. All right, but let's be real about it. Kai Havertz is the fucking semi-automatic sport mode cruise control fucking silky German, bruv. And this Lukaku, bruv, is Fred Flintstone with his cement boots, bruv. Trying to move more than 2 miles an hour in a penalty box. He just about scored that tap in from 2 yards out, and you lot celebrating it like it's a clutch goal. Let's have it right, yeah? The guy's an absolute fraud of a striker. If Tuchel's got any sense, he will drop that fucking fraud of a player and play Kai Havertz with Ziyech and Mason Mount, who are clutch players, mate. Yeah? They bring minerals, they bring pressing, fluidity, intensity. We got to be on our game. We can't be. Shut up, Nick. Shut up. We can't be carrying passengers, bruv, with that lump up front. I'm sick of carrying this guy. I'm tired of it. And I'm sick of you backing this guy. It's disgraceful. It makes my stomach sick.
I'll back my team. I'm not like you, Johnny.
I back
Do you know what? Yeah, the fact that you are trying to even put Kai Havertz in the same breath, not conversation, same breath as Lukaku.
The fact that you
is such an
are blaming
insult.
him for us not winning the title is
It's
a
an
problem.
insult. The guy's got more fucking technical ability and skill.
How
His
is-
left small
how is
toe,
him-
bruv. Yeah,
How is
and that
he
Lukaku's
the
got
problem
his
to us
entire
not winning
body.
the
You
league?
understand me?
Oh, I can tell you how. He didn't score the goals when it matters. That's why. That's
Man,
how.
He doesn't
so
score.
what?
He's not
Where's the
clutch,
players when
mate.
he was
what?
out?
So what?
Lukaku's
Where's
So
he?
what?
never
Where's the
been
players
clutch
when
in
he
his
when he
life,
was out?
ever.
When he was
Where's the
out?
players when he was on?
He's a
Exactly.
fraud,
So what are you
mate.
saying?
No,
Alex?
when he was on.
Where was the
where's
goals
his
when he was
over?
gone?
He
Where
was
was?
there
What
with
about?
You
All right, I
have-
don't hear
No,
you
no,
talking
no,
about
no,
that
no.
You're
sitter,
ruining my
mate.
Friday,
What's
bro.
your excuse for him missing it 2 yards out when it come across him? What's your excuse? Oh, he's in the wrong positioning. Why was he in the wrong positioning? He's a striker. He should have a killing instinct. He's 100 million. He's a so-called proven world-class striker, missing sitters after sitters. What
We
about the
didn't
sitter
set the
against
price
Plymouth?
tag.
What
We
about
didn't
the
set the
sitter
price
against
tag.
Plymouth, bruv?
Abramovich set
What
the
about all
price
the
tag.
chances he's missed?
You got to blame Abramovich for
What?
paying
Because he
that
scores
money.
a tap in, all of a sudden it's remontada fucking
We
Lukaku,
didn't
bruv.
set the price tag for Lukaku.
Okay, I can blame Roman
Abramovich
Abramovich, you
set the
fired.
price tag. You know why? Because
Listen,
Abramovich wanted
Abramovich
him.
has had enough of this bum, mate.
Yeah,
He's
now
a
he had
he's,
enough.
he's such a horrible player to watch, man.
Man, get this man a violin because this thing is
There's no
just
violins here,
making
bruv.
a
We play
story.
bangers and mash, mate. real bangers and mash, bruv. Yeah,
get your
guitars
violin,
and all sorts,
bro.
mate.
You
We
belong
don't
on a
play
soap
piano
opera.
in the dark, bruv. Yeah,
You're
we
gonna
don't
give
play
yourself
none of that
high
waffle,
blood
mate.
pressure with all this yelling that you're doing. Stop
You know,
screaming.
I'm not yelling, bruv. It's just because I keep hearing your voice when I'm talking, so I got to talk louder because you're just
But
being
that's yelling. That's a
disrespectful,
form of raising your
I've
voice.
come
Is a
on
form
here.
of yelling.
I've
Anyway,
come on
Johnny,
here. You lot have been in here for how long? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I've come
Johnny.
on here to give my view,
Yeah,
my,
no,
Which
Johnny,
is not
my
give us a
opinion,
view
minerals.
of
bruv.
tomorrow's. One second, Johnny. Give us a view of tomorrow's game overall. Like, what are you expecting? How do you think Chelsea will set up? But,
I'm expecting a very hard game.
yeah.
I think I'll be honest with you. When you do play Lukaku up front, you've got no option but to sit back. Now, if this team is going to press us, then it can work. But if this team is going to low block us, which I think they will, and rely on their attacking nous, yeah, then what is Lukaku going to be doing against a low block? He ain't going to be doing nothing. So it's going to be a very edgy game. I think the only thing that gives me confidence, I'll be real with you, there's two factors that give me absolute confidence. The first one is Mason Mount 100% starting, and the second one is Thomas Tuchel in a dugout. Everyone else, I don't know what I'm going to expect from them.
No, throw Thiago Silva in there, mate. Don't
Yeah, all right, Thiago Silva, of course.
Is Mason Mount fit enough to play 90 minutes?
Throw Rudiger in there.
Always good enough. Always
Rudiger
good
was
enough to play 90
was a bit
minutes, man.
slippery on the last game. He was a bit
Yeah, but he had to
slippery.
babysit Alonso. He had to babysit Alonso.
We got to babysit Lukaku. Our whole front line's got to and our midfield.
Johnny, who would be your front three then?
My front three, clear as day, absolute clear as day, bruv. Right? No, Lukaku does not get in that side. The only thing, you see what it is, yeah? Everyone thinks, oh, he scored that goal, he should play, right? But everyone forgets, or they got short-term memory loss, bruv, where the guy's played 7 games and has scored one goal against Chesterfield. We have played very weak opponents, and the guy's been terrible. He doesn't offer us anything up front. In my opinion, Kai Havertz and Mason Mount are the two players that got the best chemistry in the entire front line. And then you can mix that up with a bit of Werner, and at the moment, I would say Ziyech and Mount are linking up. So for me, you have Ziyech, Mason Mount, and Kai Havertz up front.
And in those 7 matches
if you're
that you
struggling,
speak of,
which we won't struggle,
and
then
in
you
those,
can bring on your lump Lukaku and see
and in
what
those
minerals
7 matches
brings.
that you speak of, he has not been dropped by Super Tommy Tuchel not once. So what do
He
you have to
can't
say
be
about
dropped,
that?
bruv. Are you stupid?
Exactly. He
You
can't
think
be
they're going to
dropped.
drop $100 million player?
He can't be dropped. He can't be. You see, you said it.
Yeah.
He
Because
can't
the
be dropped.
benchmark
Everybody
now,
else
the
around him should be
benchmark for
dropped.
being
Stop it.
undroppable is to pull stinker after stinker and score 2 goals
He's
in 8 games.
undroppable, and everybody else around
That's
him
the
can be
benchmark,
dropped.
and you're happy
Simple
with
as
that standard.
I don't buy
He can't
that.
be
I don't
dropped.
buy that.
You're happy with that
He
standard.
can't be
Listen,
dropped.
you don't
Tuchel's
buy
pleased
nothing.
with
You're
his
buying your
performance, and he
McDonald's,
can't be
mate. Your
dropped.
Happy Meal with your Lukaku fella, yeah? But let me tell you this. If you don't think for 1 second that Tuchel has to play this fraud up front because he's 100 million, you're a long way from Starbucks, mate. You ain't drinking no lattes,
Tuchel
bro.
can't. Tuchel, you said it. He can't be dropped.
No, he
You
can't
said it.
be.
And
He's
everybody else
100
around
million.
him
You can't
can't
leave a
be
100
dropped.
million pound player on the bench.
He dropped
You can't
Havertz.
do it, mate. Because if he could do it, he would have done it a long time ago when he's pissed off with him.
Kepa doesn't start, and he cost him
said it.
70 million.
Johnny, I like your front. Johnny, I like your front three. Who do you think Tuchel's front three will be? I like your front three, by the way. Who do you think
My
Tuchel's
front three is what every fucking fan base that knows ball wants. Yeah?
No,
all right.
that's
But
not.
the ones that want to stick to
No,
the
it's not. You got it
agenda
wrong
with
there. It's only
Lukaku, they
the
want him
Lukaku
inside.
haters
Personally,
want that.
I
Like
think
yourself, Johnny.
I think
this
that
fucking
Tuchel
shit,
will
man.
play Lukaku. He's undroppable.
He's
Not for the right
undroppable.
reasons. Let's have it right. He's
Stop it.
undroppable for the wrong reasons. But let's be real. Roman Abramovich will be there. And I want Roman Abramovich to witness how fucking poor he is. Because it will be a case of Kai Havertz coming on and winning us the game with Mason Mount. I'm telling you that now. If he starts.
Yeah, what about
I want him to take the day off and not be poor tomorrow.
Right, one second. What about the midfield? Would you go Jorginho?
Midfield, I think you go with... It depends. I mean, if they're going to sit back... then I need Kovacic in there. But even if they counter, like I'll probably play Kovacic and Georgie. I'll be real, and bring on Kante, to firm things up in the middle of the park if we need to, or if we want to close down the game.
Kante,
I agree with that.
How do you not start N'Golo in a final? Are you?
Kante's been poor.
1 second, guys. Right, 1 second. Kante, I mean, Kante's best performances have always
Showtime, you're
been
such a
in
big troll,
finals
man.
and
I
semi-finals.
can't hear Jem, bro.
But 1 second, guys. 1 second. Kante. No Kante in a final when his best performances for Chelsea are usually in finals.
Yeah.
You don't want to play.
I think to answer that, Jem, to be honest with you, I mean, it's a Tuchel call. I think Kante is. We know what he brings, but his
Johnny,
form's
we
not.
just said somebody said that they play in high press team, so I think that's why Kante will start because
maybe, but I don't know if they will. I'm not so sure. I think they might sit back.
Jorginho definitely starts. I don't know
I
why
think
they
you're right,
don't
Johnny.
think
I
he
don't know
will.
who's this
Jorginho
talking about their press. Well, what press do they have? Where do you watch
the
them
guy
they're
that has the
doing
logo of the
high
team, the
press you're talking
Palmeiras.
No,
about?
there's a Palmeiras fan in the chat that's saying that they play a high press with a lot of energy. They don't sit back. They use energy.
Why are you believing this guy? Don't believe this guy.
Listen, Jem, let's be real about it. I think they will low block us, and that's why I think Lukaku will get exposed.
What did Al Hilal do in the second half?
Well, they were down a goal, Gems. They had to turn it up a bit.
But they did turn it up, and what happened?
Yeah, but we were suffering from the weather, Jem.
Yeah, it's fine.
The
My point
humidity.
is,
Can I explain that, Jem? Can I explain
don't
that?
underestimate these Brazilian players. They will.
Can I explain something? Yeah, I'll explain something to you. So in the first half, Georgie, he was on the pitch. But what you got to understand, when you play Lukaku, all right, and your front three don't work collectively because he just stays in one position. He doesn't really move about if you watch him. Yeah. So it means you've got to rely on extra work rate from Ziyech and Havertz, which you saw. They were fucking everywhere on the pitch. All right. But because of Lukaku, being in one position, it allows them to find a pocket. Whereas when you have the three pushing forward, it limits them and it puts them under pressure. What happens then is you open up pockets and in between the line areas that expose Jorginho and Kovacic. And that's when Jorginho gets exposed. That's why I brought on Kante in the second half, because we weren't pressing and we weren't holding the ball up front.
Picked up a knock.
When they got the ball, it was allowing them back in the game. So Kante to come on and try and destroy that, which if you watch Kante, even though it wasn't a great performance, he was cleaning up a lot of the mess.
Jorginho
and that's the problem with
finish.
the front line. So I think with Lukaku, you can only play a sit-back game. You ain't gonna. If you think we're gonna play possession football, you're fucking mad. You're mad.
Remember, lads, I keep saying it. We've got 5 subs. 5 subs.
Yeah.
So they're going to be players.
Did we use them 5 subs in the first game?
Do a
Did
job
we use
for
5
us.
subs in the first game, Bobby? Did we use the 5 subs in the first game?
We couldn't.
Why not?
Look to the bench. Who can we bring on that was going to make a positive?
So is the bench better this time than 2 days ago?
I won't say that, but it depends on how they're playing.
You're just trolling, man. You're just literally throwing the words up in the air, see if shit will stick, man.
How am I trolling, bro? We couldn't.
He's a
who
big
are we gonna
troll,
bring
Alex,
on
mate. He's a big troll, this fella.
Who are we going to bring in that was going to have a change to the game in the dying minute?
What I'm saying,
Havertz. I'll tell you what Havertz gives you. Havertz gives you
was starting last
intensity,
match.
pressing, technical ability, hold up, creation. Are you telling me, Lukaku could hovercraft like Kai Havertz did and chip the goalkeeper and hit the post?
But he was
Get out of
starting.
here, mate.
Lukaku
You're crackers
Yeah,
if you
but
think
can
you can do that.
Havertz hold off players and get a shot?
Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
No, I don't
Yes,
think
he
he
can.
can.
No, do you know when Kai Havertz could have won more aerial duels than fucking Lukaku against John Stones, bro. I'll tell you that now. Kai Havertz aerially, he's got more shithousery than that lump up front who looks like a bodybuilder, bro.
Yeah, now you're really
and that's
talking
disgraceful. That is disgraceful.
I've never heard it.
The reason why I'm calling you troll because you think Lukaku starts based on his performance.
They want him to start on his performance. That's how I know that they're absolutely clueless about how we want to play as a team.
Chill pill, bro. I never even say he starts based on performance. I say he starts because he's undroppable. And in the last 7 matches,
why? Because he's 100 million, you fraud.
Come on,
that's
bro.
why.
Donnie, relax, bro.
Let him finish.
You're just talking nonsense, mate.
No, bro. It's obviously
He's undroppable for what fucking reason? Because his performances don't warrant him being undroppable. Are you telling me his performances mean he's undroppable?
Let him answer it, Johnny. Let him answer it.
Fucking hell, nonsense, mate.
His presence, even when he's playing bad, helps.
Presence? What presence?
Come on, bro. Even in the last 7 matches,
no, you won't like this.
Fucking
but against
statue,
Plymouth, Against Plymouth, he occupied both centre backs.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Listen to this guy, Jem. Honestly, who have you got on your channel, mate? Honestly,
watch the goals back. Watch the goals back.
What are they watching, these lot?
Grey
Both
Wolves.
the centre
Fatal
backs
was there.
were hovering.
Wait a sec. Me and Fatal were at that Plymouth game. He's even shaking his head.
He occupied
You
the
can
ball.
see, look. No, he didn't occupy fuck all. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
now.
what about the sitters, mate? You don't
No,
talk
the
about them
Alonso
much.
goal. That space would not been available without Lukaku. I'm just saying. Watch that game back. Watch it back. Alonso's goal would have been blocked.
You guys.
The bigger he is, the
they
more
don't-
space he's occupied.
They don't understand the importance of
I stayed
Lukaku.
quiet about Lukaku recently, but when you start telling me that the part of the reason we scored the goal for Alonso was because of Lukaku, that is
They don't
biggest
understand his
bullshit
importance.
I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, because
And
if
people
if
get
your
upset
striker-
when we calling him a trolls, man.
if your striker is a striker whose job is to be in the box and just stand there, doesn't mean he's occupying it, does it? He's just in the box.
No, no, I agree. It's not enough, but I'm saying that's what he does, because he stands.
Stand in the box. He's a
That's what he is. He's a distraction. Call it what you want, but he distracted.
He is a distraction. So you're right about that.
He's a distraction. We played with 10 men in the last 8 games because he's not even fucking getting.
He's a
involved.
distraction because he's wearing a high vis and Timberland boots,
This is
mate.
the point I'm
And in
trying
those
to make.
last
This
8
is
games that you
partially.
speak of.
This is partially why he plays, because he does occupy defenders.
Yeah, and in
He
those
keeps
last
them
8 games that you speak
because
of,
he
Jem,
sticks with them.
how many
Do they
times
know
have you come
about
off the
it? Do
bench?
they know about it that he's occupying them?
In those last 8 games that you speak of, Jem, when did he
I'm
come off the
asking Grey
bench?
Wolf. Do those defenders know that he's occupying
I
them?
think he's occupying your bedroom, mate. I think he's occupying your bedroom, mate.
What? Pause, bro. Relax.
I think he's occupying your bedroom. You got your posters in your little shrine in your room.
I'm just a nobody, mate.
How
Come
can you
on.
say he occupies a defence, but he loses all his aerial duels? What the fuck is he occupying if he's not even winning his aerial duels? What? I don't get it.
Do you know what? We might as well just get a nice iron statue, put it in the mud up front, and that'll be Lukaku, bruv. All right, we don't need him on the pitch. We'll save our money, and we'll just put a statue there as a decoy, bruv.
Sorry to tell you though, but he has a 5-year contract.
Look,
I know. Don't fucking remind me. It's a disaster.
Showtime. I get that you want like the whole defend thing. I get it because you want to back your players, and I 100% understand it. But when we start throwing things in that are not true, like that his last 8 performances have been poor. He's in the team, yes, and we've been playing him through it, but he hasn't been good, and criticism is allowed to be given to a striker.
Jim, like I said before,
who's been good, Jim?
I agree. He has been poor.
Exactly, Nick.
I never said he was good.
One thing I gotta say again is there's a thin line between love and hate.
How do we
At
know if
some
he's gonna
point,
be good
it's
if we
becoming
don't play him?
too.
It's not hate when I'm speaking
How do we
absolute
know?
facts, mate. It's not hate when I'm speaking
How
facts.
would we know? How
You're a
would we
hater.
know who's gonna be good?
Johnny, you don't
I'm
know
not
what
hating him.
player
I'm just
that
speaking
wasn't
absolute
good.
facts, and no one can tell me that his
You don't
performances
know what
weren't being
facts
undroppable.
mean, you
Don't be deluded, mate.
There's a
He's
reason why
telling
he's
me that
not
his
being
performances
dropped.
the other
merit-
forwards
wait
done.
a sec. Are you telling me that his performances have merited to be on the pitch the last 8 games? Answer that question. Go on.
Yes.
In the eyes of Tommy Tuchel, yes.
Fucking hell, Jem. Get these lot out of here. Get them out of here.
Yes.
And
Stinking up
this
the
is the
place.
reason why we're calling you a troll.
Absolute troll.
what have the other
You're a
forwards
troll.
done?
That Grey Wolf fella, you're a troll. The other Showtime, ain't
Am
no
I,
Showtime,
really?
bruv. It's
Yeah.
bedtime for you, mate. All trolls, mate.
I literally
Absolute
said the
trolls.
Lukaku's been crap this last 8 games.
Fucking trolls,
All
mate.
I'm saying is why I think Tuchel starts him is because he acts like a decoy. He's good at it.
Of course, and he can make spaces. He holds the ball, which no other
shoot the
player.
rabbit,
He holds the ball. He holds the ball, he said.
Yeah, because he holds the ball, man.
Are you watching Prime R9
No,
or
I
something?
don't know what you're watching, but you don't want to watch.
No, Nick.
Come on, last game he held the ball up pretty well. I'm not having this. He didn't hold the
He
ball.
holds the ball up, and they can he's making space. But we've got such a stupid wingers, both of them. You know,
Oh, that's it. Let's blame the other players around him.
Yes,
of course. Listen to the agenda here. Let's blame all the fucking Champions League winning players, but not blame the Lukaku £100 fella.
Can I just say something? From what I've heard,
Fucking
can I
ridiculous.
just say something? The agenda is not the people actually criticising with valid stats and points. It's you lot with your agenda because you can't see that he's not actually fucking played well. There's your agenda.
Oh.
Yeah, because you can't agree when he's actually not been good.
Because we just
He hasn't
agreed.
played
We
Well,
all
I've said
agreed
he's
that
been
he
crap. I've said he's been crap.
You just said he's worthy to be undroppable. What are you
That's what
talking about?
he's undroppable. He's
He's
undroppable.
unprobable.
Well, why is he undroppable? Tell
Go
me why
on,
he's
that's been
undroppable.
crap. That's my
I want to know
caveat.
why
All
he's
I said was
undroppable.
he's
Tell
crap.
me. Tell me.
Because
This is
because
the only
Tino
way he's
Or-
undroppable
or,
right now because he's costing us 350k a week and he cost
Yeah.
100 million.
Yeah,
That
so
is
shut
why
the
he's
fuck
undroppable.
up. That's
yeah,
why,
that's
bruv.
not true.
It's
Because
all about the
Timo
money,
Werner's
mate.
making
It's all about the money.
5K a
It's
week
not
and he's
about
dropping.
And he
money.
wasn't
Havertz
dropping.
costs over
Easy
70
dropping.
It's
million
called a
pounds.
contract
Come on,
and a
stop it, bro.
5-year
on, you
deal
can't-
That
and
money talk
100
that you
million
bring up
price
don't make
tag.
no sense.
That's the only reason he's
That
playing.
money talk that you bring up make no sense
I
because
know, Father.
Timo Werner is on the bench and he makes 275k a week. Stop it.
Oh, word.
I'm not lying, but we have slam dunked this Lukaku thing.
No,
But
you
anyway, where
didn't
was the
because
energy for
Timo
Tammy Abraham?
Werner's on the bench making 275.
No,
Warming
Geezer,
up
it's
the
time
bench.
for your
Stop it.
bedtime.
I
It's
don't
time
hear
for your
it.
bedtime,
That's
mate.
not that's
Showtime,
bullshit.
showtime.
Bullshit.
Last year, Werner started
troll.
more games than he didn't.
Showtime is it troll?
What are you talking about?
Showtime is it
He played more
troll?
games than he did not, and he was dropping stinkers eventually.
I am.
Any player, let me tell you with Tuchel, yeah.
Showtime is it
Any, oi, let's
troll?
listen. 1 second. Any player under
That's-
Tuchel will tell you will see
Did
from
you
when he
just-
took
hold on a
charge.
second.
If they did not
Hold
perform
on,
for more than
Johnny.
2
Hold
games,
on.
they were benched, bruv.
Hold
They were
on,
fucking
hold on.
benched.
Hold on,
Yeah?
Johnny. What did you just say to me, Showtime?
I wasn't talking. Who said I was talking to you, bro? You understand
who
Russian
did-
doesn't mean I'm talking to you Russian.
No, but you called me a predicatory. How you say predicatory word in Russian? Did you?
I didn't call
that?
you.
You know. Hold on a second.
I know what it means though. Yes,
You
I
know
do.
what it means? What it means in English? You didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that. What did the word you said in English? Please
Why do
say
I have
it.
to say it? It's not good
It's
for the
gonna
stream.
get you what? It's gonna get you what?
It's not good for the stream. It's a different language.
No. Oh, we're getting this stopped. What the word in
Let's not go
Russian
down this
that you
route, please.
used?
What happened?
Say it in English. He called me a word. He called me a word in Russian. He said he didn't call me that. He didn't call me that.
I hope it's not personal because you know I don't like
Oh
that.
no! It's more than personal. It's not only personal. It's gonna get him completely off everybody's stream. Please tell me the word that you said in Russian. Please translate in English.
I will not do that, John. I will not do that, Alex.
Remove the guy, and I'll tell you what he said because this.
Well, no, yeah. Well, let's talk it back. I don't want to do it live.
Yes,
don't
thank you, John.
Yes,
because
that's
he's
what I'm
taking
saying.
it too
That's
far.
what I'm saying.
That's a
I don't wanna
conversation
do
we
it
can
live.
have
We'll
privately.
talk about it backstage.
No, Showtime. You're gonna get
No, Alex, because look, when you had that situation with Couch, I understood where you was coming from. This is totally different. It wasn't directed to you. I was speaking and I didn't know my mic was out. If you're gonna
We're having
accept,
a
you're gonna accept it.
conversation. Why
Other
do we
than
go
that, I don't
personal?
have explanation to give you.
Why do we
Sorry.
go personal with these things?
It's not personal. I wasn't that. Look, if I would have said, Alex, you that word, I would have
It's
said
not
that.
It's not that.
It's
Even
just-
if you didn't say it to me, to say that word in out loud, it's not.
What? It's a word. Please look, Alex. We're not gonna get into words. Words is part of vocabulary.
I'll stop
Relax.
because it's alive. I'll stop because it's alive.
Yeah, we can talk
But-
after because you're doing too much.
No, we're not talking. I'm not talking to you even after. I'm just gonna tell Jim what you said later.
Okay, you can do that too with Jem Wee. You can talk about it because he's in his feelings about something that is not directed towards him.
Guys,
I
1 second.
understand.
Let's just talk about. Please let me just get through this. Daniel says, "Where was the energy for Tammy Abraham? So many hypocrites," is what he's saying there. He doesn't
Exactly. No one backed Tammy like this guy, and
'Cause he
Tammy
didn't
never
want to sign
rattles
his
us out.
contract.
And he scored 30 non-penalty goals. But yeah, Tammy gets called anorexic and this and that. Fucking gets abused, bruv. Yeah, put on a personal level. And all you fucking rats that said it, you know who you are, yeah? All right.
wouldn't have
But
this
no one
problem
comes
if
at
he would've signed his
Lukaku.
contract.
It's all bigging up Lukaku, and he's ratted your club. I think you're a plastic fan, personally. Whoever done
Anyway.
that, you're a plastic fan.
Anyway, away from the Lukaku thing, score predictions. Come on, because we're going to shoot now anyway. So I'm going to go with. I'm going to tell you. I'm going with a 2-0 Chelsea, and that's the way I see it.
I've got 1-0 to win, Jim, because I can't lie. South American team is not the one that you do not want to be messed with, and
yeah,
I just think if the game doesn't go our way, it could go extra time, and
I think 1-1 penalties.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm with Potter 1-0.
Iffy Johnny, I can't lie.
What are you saying, Alex?
5-0, Jorginho hat trick on a penalty.
Fuck's sake. Gail's dinner.
2-1 Chelsea.
Nick Blue.
It's got to be very close, I think. Like a father said there. I'm going it's going to be close, but we should win. We should get this cup. Otherwise, we can call ourselves the shittest team ever. So it's got 2-0. And, there's no reason we don't win this cup. I can't see it not happening like that. Yeah. So 2-0 and Lukaku to shut up. You haters. 2 goals for Lukaku.
Fair enough, Nick. I respect the backing on that one, mate. Showtime, what you saying?
2-1. Lukaku scores, and I give Kovacic a goal.
Fair enough. Yellow Bus, are you still there?
3-0.
Yellow Bus running out of gas.
Yellow Bus is on the bus.
Bus, what are you saying?
I said 3-0 Chelsea.
Daniel's got a Samba bus.
Daniel's just chilling.
I love Dan so much. He just fucking slates all the attackers. We scored 3 goals.
He's on his Ray and nephews, mate. He's partying away on that yellow bus.
On his way to the Yas Island, isn't it, Nick? Somebody say there.
Josh, what did you give your predictions?
Yeah, I said one with Potter 1-0.
Let's have it right, mate.
Let's have it right, Daniel. You want to do that Yas Island stuff, yeah?
Bobby, what are you saying?
Don't do scores, but we're turning them over, mate. Big time.
Hey, up the Chelsea.
How big, Bobby? How big, Bobby?
That kid with the badge on it, that's all. That beautiful World Cup badge. Right?
Yeah, World Cup badge. The 3rd English.
I want to ask a question to everyone, yeah? I want to ask this question. All right? How are you going to feel if we lose that game?
I'm going to be pissed. I'm telling you now.
Dude, don't do this to me, Johnny.
Don't make me feel that.
Oh, Johnny. I remember the first one.
How are you going to feel, Johnny?
Well, I'll know why.
Anyway, on that note, smash the like button. Still over 200 of you here. Subscribe to the channel, people. Let's get this over to 150 likes. Leave a comment below. Let us know your score predictions as well. Been over 2 hours on this stream. Hopefully, we get the win. I won't be back till Saturday evening where we will be doing the match reaction for this one as well. Hopefully, it will be a good one. Hopefully, it won't be like Johnny says, an upsetting one where we've lost and we have to blame.
No, I'm not saying that. I just asked a question if it happens. I think we should win, but
listen, even if we do win, we're probably still going to be back on here moaning about something. It's just it's just Chelsea Football Club for you and the fans. So big up everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Up the Chelsea. Let's get the win tomorrow. And we'll talk in a minute. See you in a bit.
See you guys.
Bye.